This is Blox Fruit, a Roblox game based off the hit anime One Piece. And today I'm going to be putting Blox Fruits to the test, comparing all 41 fruits in the game to the anime to see how accurate the powers really are. And it all starts with the worst fruit in the game, Rocket. Now this fruit you have 5 different abilities. First one being Missile Fist, second one being Air Strike, followed by Rocket Crash and Blast Off. And even though Rocket's one of the coolest common fruits in the game, it's not in One Piece at all. Because the closest ability to One Piece is by the user Baby 5. She uses the Buki Buki no Mi. You guys can see kind of like a Missile Fist she's using right here. But honestly, it's really just a bit of a stretch. Like, that's not even close to this. So for our first fruit, Rocket, I've got to put it straight in no similarities tier. But next up, we got the Spin Fruit. And as the name implies, everything revolves around spinning. Now in the game, this is very bad fruit. I mean, the range is just kind of really low. The damage is kind of mid. And as you guys can see, it's a bit of a trend. I will say though, this helicopter flight looks pretty interesting. And in the anime, the user that uses it is named Buffalo. It's called the Guru Guru no Mi. As you can see, it's pretty accurate in terms of helicopter spin. But unfortunately, this is literally all we ever see him do in the anime. So despite the fact that spin's pretty accurate, like none of these abilities like happen in the anime. They really just freestyle with all of this, which they did a good job of doing. But despite that though, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still gonna put spin in accurate tier. They did a decent job for what they had to work with. But let's see if the blade fruit is accurate. This used to be the chop fruit and it recently got reworked to avoid copyright. So is it still similar? Now this fruit actually has a passive that makes it impervious to all sword attacks. If I try to get attacked by a sword user, I just simply deflect all of it. And as for abilities, we have an M1 right here. We have our next ability, Razor Cyclone, which kind of launches you forward. Blade Dance, which is a barrage ability. Saw Shredder, long range ability, and Turbine Flight, where you just use your hands to propel yourself forward. And of course, in the anime, the person that uses the chop fruit, which is what Blade Fruit's based off of, is of course Buggy the Clown. As you guys can see right here, however, looks literally nothing like what we saw in Blox Fruits, with the only thing maybe being similar is when Buggy did this. He did his little chop barrage frenzy or whatever he wants to call it. This right here where he's just throwing himself, which I guess is kind of similar to this, but not really at all. It used to be closer. So sadly, now the Blade Fruit's gonna have to go straight in, not even close to here. I can't justify putting it any higher. Moving on up next though, we got the Spring Fruit. Now with this fruit, all of the attacks are spring related based off of the name, and the first one looks like this. Spring Knock, kind of like you extend your arms a little bit. Spring Snipe, your legs become spring, propel yourself forward. Spring Cannon, kind of similar thing, except instead of springing yourself forward, you just jump up and down. Yeah, this fruit's pretty bad. But next up, we got Spring Leap, just launches you forward. And last but not least, the ultimate, Spring Emperor. Yeah, you just go crazy with springs. Overall, pretty bad ability on Blox Fruits, but that stands true to One Piece as well. Because in the anime, Spring Fruit is used by none other than Bellamy. And as you guys can see right here, he just did Spring Leap, Spring Tackle. Like, this is super accurate from what I'm seeing so far. But trust me, it gets even better. Because right here, we can see he's doing Spring Emperor. And it's literally super accurate to the game. Like, look, this is how it looks right there. And then another look at it right here looks exactly the same. And if you can't see the similarities, you might need to get your eyes checked. But me personally, man, this is going to be our first of the video, but I've got to put Spring Fruit all the way in copyright tier. This is like stupid close. And because of that comment I just made, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a spring rework anytime soon. But up next, we've got the Bomb Fruit. Bomb Fruit's pretty decent in this game. We have a long range ability, Targeted Bomb, where you kind of just shoot a bomb where you target this, literally like the name implies. Next up, we got Bomb Grab, where you kind of lunge at someone, grab them and explode them. Landmines, where you just set mines on the floor and whoever steps on these will get exploded. Explosive Jump, where you propel yourself forward. And this is a weird pose. Anyways, this is how that looks. And last but not least, Self-Destruct. The more you hold this, the more damage you deal until it's a big explosion, which does stupid amounts of damage. But how accurate is it to the anime? I'd say pretty decent. Now, the user of the Bomb Fruit in One Piece is a guy named Mr. 5. And as you guys can see right here, he just used Targeted Bomb. He literally flicked his booger at this guy and exploded Targeted Bomb. Unfortunately, though, this guy, Mr. 5, does not get much screen time, so we don't really get to see many of his abilities. Most of it is just that booger flick, which is kind of disgusting. But one other thing we do get to see him use is kind of like a landmine ability. You see, he puts that little mine down there and explodes Vivi. We also get to see Explosive Grab right here, and that's about it. Because he didn't get much screen time, we didn't get to see him do anything like Explosive Jump or Self-Destruct. So yeah, Blox Fruit's kind of just freestyled for that. Despite that though, I honestly think they did a pretty good job of doing it based off the anime, so this is gonna go straight in accurate tier, actually above spin. Almost done with the common fruits, we have 2 more. Next up, we have the Smoke Fruit. This one, we got a lot of smoke-based abilities. First one being Smoke Slam, which is a nice little slam down. Smoke Blast, a long-range smoke attack, which is actually a barrage. Smoke Liberation, kind of like that. And then Smoke Bomber, where you kind of fly up and just throw smoke bombs down. One of my favorite common fruits in the game. And as for the anime, the Smoke Fruit is used by a guy named Smoker in One Piece. Kind of an interesting name, I'm not gonna lie. But but he is absolute dookie. Like, he does not do much in One Piece. That said, though, you guys can see this is fairly accurate. Like, just for example, we got Smoke Blast right there. This right here could kind of be like Smoke Liberation, low-key. And of course, we got Smoke Bomber, man. They actually cooked. The only thing they really didn't do, I guess, would be kind of like Smoke Slam, but he's done abilities similar to that. So you know what? The Smoke Fruit, man, it's not going to go in copyright tier, but it is going to go in very accurate tier. They made it pretty close. And last but not least, for the common fruits, we have the Spike Fruit. Now, just showcasing this real quick, this is a pretty trash fruit, I'm not gonna lie. We have Spike Summon, which allows you to summon a big spike wherever you point this at. Whirlwind, which is basically you turn into a Beyblade and start spinning around. Spiky Ball, turn into a ball, and you just start attacking people. And then Spike Barrage. Now, in One Piece, this is the user of the Spike Fruit, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not very accurate. The way it's used in Blox Fruits is not at all how it's used in One Piece. She kind of turns her bodies into Spike instead of using like long-range spikes. What we do get, though, is her becoming this little hedgehog, which is exactly like Spike Ball. Nevertheless, though, Spike Fruit is pretty accurate. I'm gonna put that actually above Bomb. And now we're moving on to the uncommon rarity of fruits, starting with the Flame Fruit. We're about to cook. And Flame Fruit has a bunch of cool abilities like blue fire bullets. You shoot out literally blue long-range fire bullets, Prominence Burst, a long-range fire blast, Flamey Vortex, a vortex of flames, rocket flight, literally flying with fire, and most cool of all, Hell's Core, a literal spirit bomb of fire. We all know the user of Flame Fruit in One Piece, Portgas, D-Ace, or Saba, whichever one you want. And I'm gonna be honest, it's really accurate to Blox Fruits. We just saw two abilities that look exactly like what we saw in Blox Fruits. We got fire guns right here, which is the blue fire bullets we saw, just this is red. Of course, can't forget Flame Commandment, Fire Pillar, which is Flaming Vortex. And of course, last but not least, we've got Hell's Core, or Flame Emperor in the anime, bruh. Literally 5 for 5. All abilities 100% accurate. I told you we was about to cook. Flame Fruit, man, is gotta go straight copyright tier. And I'm gonna put that above Spring. I don't know how they haven't reworked that yet. But anyways, enough yapping. Next up, we got the Ice Fruit. Let's see how close this one is to the anime. First off, we start off with the Ice Spear. It's a nice little M1 we can use, like a little bit of a sword. First ability, we got Glacial Storm. You summon a tornado of ice. Glacial Surge, a nice little pillar of ice you shoot out of your legs. Frozen Dragon, a long-range Ice Dragon that stuns anybody in the area. We have Ice Skating and Absolute Zero, basically just an AoE of ice. And if we compare it to the anime, this is Kuzan, who uses the Ice Fruit in the anime. And we can see right here, he does Ice Age, which is Absolute Zero. We literally just froze a sea beast, bro. You can't tell me that ain't ice. And right here, we got Ice Saber, of course. You can't forget the Ice Sword. They also got that in the anime. And of course, we got Kuzan's Pheasant Beak attack, which is kind of like the Frozen Dragon attack we saw earlier. Just look at this, bro. Straight beautiful. Honestly, the Ice Fruit is pretty fairly accurate to the anime. I mean, not all the moves are that similar. We don't see any ice skating. Cold Storm wasn't used. But other than that, Glacial Surge, Frozen Dragon, Absolute Zero, pretty good. Which in my opinion puts the Ice Fruit in the middle of accurate tier. But what about the Sand Fruit, ladies and gentlemen? With this fruit, we have a lot of long-range abilities, such as Desert Blade. We even got Sand Coffin, which actually stuns your enemy in a coffin of sand and explodes. Sandstorm, where you summon a tornado of sand. Tornado Flight, you literally just start flying. And of course, we got Deep Sand. You throw out a little ball of sand, which explodes and has a big AoE. Very fire fruit in the game, and it's even more fire in the anime, because it is used by none other than Crocodile. And as you can see right there, that was the first ability we just saw in Blox Fruit. So far, it's pretty accurate. And of course, we got Sable's the Sand Tornado. Last but not least, Sable's Pesado. Look at that. Just like in Blox Fruits. So honestly, if you ask me, Blox Fruits did a real good job of making it close to the anime, which means this may get revamped sometime soon. Because today, I'm gonna put the Sand Fruit in very accurate tier, man. They made that close. But next up, we have the Yonko Darkbeard's Fruit, the Dark Fruit. Darkness Fruit, whatever you want to call it. This fruit's actually very good in the game, primarily being good for PvP rather than grinding, and we have different abilities such as Dark Rocks, a long-range rock attack or dark attack, Abyssal Darkness, where you suck the enemy in, pause, and then kind of explode. Endless Hole, you do a little black hole at the bottom that slows them. Ghastly Step, you teleport for some reason. I don't know why that's there. But last but not least, we have World of Darkness, a dark spirit bomb, which you can throw down and explode. Now for the anime, I just want to say this man, Darkbeard, is a straight menace. Like, you do not want to mess around with this guy. But as for accuracy to Blox Fruits, we can see that was World of Darkness right there pretty much. This could kind of be considered like the black hole ability. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, black hole. And we even got the ability where he just pulls Ace in. Like, Ace isn't even close right now, and he just sucks that boy in. Pause once again. Overall, Blox vs. Dark is actually very accurate to the anime, although I don't know where they got Ghastly Step from. That man never did that. Hey, I'm actually gonna put the Dark Fruit in copyright tier. That's scarily accurate. Might be time to rework a Blox Fruits the way you guys have been avoiding copyright. Speaking about avoiding copyright, we actually have one of the most recently reworked fruits in the game, the Eagle Fruit. This fruit obviously gives you the powers of an eagle, and we have multiple different things from M1s that you can hold and use that explode feathers, Wind Burst, Feather Storm, which is a barrage, Bone Crusher, and Soaring Talon. Basically the same thing, you just lunge forward and explode them. Now in the anime, this fruit's actually called Falcon, and it's used by a guy named Pell. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not very accurate. Like, we can see he's transformed into an eagle right now, or a falcon, but the actual abilities he uses throughout the anime are not at all close to what we have at the Eagle Fruit. With the only move being maybe close to Blox Fruits is what he does right here. He kind of uses like a Wind Burst with feather attacks, and that's literally the only attack we ever really saw him use in One Piece. Which means the reworked Eagle Fruit has to go straight in the no similarities tier list. Which means this rework did justice if they were trying to avoid copyright, because now it doesn't even look like it at all. And now we have the last of the uncommon fruits, Diamond. Diamonds are interesting because we have a transformation, which you guys can see kind of turns us into like the Ben 10 diamond form, but this also doubles down as a move instead of just a transformation. We use it and it explodes. We also have an M1. Next up, we have Shard Storm, which is a long range kind of diamond attack. Shimmering Disruption, a close range attack that stuns and blinds the enemies, and Prismatic Reflection, which kind of reminds me of like Haku's ability from Naruto. It's just a bunch of mirrors reflecting an attack. Honestly, pretty OP. Now in the anime, this fruit is used by a guy named Jozu. They call him Diamond Jozu. That's his nickname. Get it? Because he has the diamond fruit. Anyways, he doesn't really get much screen time during the entire anime other than Marineford arc. But you guys can see right here, this is kind of like the Encrust ability. So this is him activating the fruit. But the actual abilities he uses, I don't remember them being close to what we have in Blox Fruits. So sadly, we don't see him do none of this or this. But technically, we do see him do this. Which I guess there's some similarity because of the Encrust and then the M1 punch. We could justify putting this in not even close tier because there is a little bit of similarities, but not much. Moving on to fruit number 14, we have the Light Fruit. Yes, sir. One of the Marine Admiral's fruits. Now for this test, we're actually going to go ahead and go with the unawakened version of Light. And you guys will see why in a second. The first thing you'll notice is we do have a little light spear that we use to attack, similar to Ice. But for our abilities, most of them are just light based. Like we have Light Ray, Barrage of Light. You kind of shoot up to the air and shoot a bunch of barrages. Reflection Kick. We have Light Flight. And last but not least, Sky Beam Barrage. Now in the anime, this is used by Admiral Kizaru from One Piece. And we can see right here he does the light kick, so that's one move he's got down. We even got the light sword right here. That's 2 for 2. We got the light flight right here, and we even got the little light barrage he does here, making this literally 5 for 5 from the anime and Blox Fruits. It's no wonder they changed it from the Awakening, because this is scarily close. It's gonna go straight in copyright tier, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Can't go anywhere else. It's main character time, ladies and gentlemen. We got the rubber fruit next, and you know they're gonna cook for this. Now in this fruit, we have multiple abilities that also change when you transform in Gear 2, which we're gonna wait for that to go off cooldown so we can test it out. But for now, we have an M1 right here, which is like Gum Gum Pistol. We have Cannon, which is, I guess, Bazooka. We have Smash, which is Battle Axe, I think. And of course, we got the infamous Gum Gum Gatling. Like I said earlier, once you transform, it just basically enhances all those abilities. We have Jet Pistol now, we have Cannon, Jet Cannon, or Jet Bazooka, that one right there, and of course, a better Slingshot. Needless to say, it's super accurate to the anime. We can literally see him doing the Gear 2 pose right now. And throughout this entire fight against Blue No, we can see Jet Pistol right there, which is the M1 from Blox Fruits. We can see the move where it teleports above, slams down right here, and we get Slingshot. And of course, we get Jet Gatling, man. Such a crazy moment right here. Needless to say, Blox Fruits Gear 2 is very accurate to the anime. In fact, it's 100% accuracy. Rubber Fruit goes in copyright tier. But moving on from Rubber, we've got the Ghost Fruit next. Second to last rare. Now this fruit just got completely revamped almost 2 years ago now, and the abilities look honestly a lot different than they used to. First off, we got Shivering the Possession. Next up, we have Wandering Soul, where you're kind of just flying. We got Spectral Release, Prizes of the Underworld, and then we got Ghostbusters. You summon 3 clones of yourself, which do the exact same attacks as you do, except they're very weak. Now in the anime, the Ghost Fruit is used by none other than Brook. But I'm not gonna lie, Brook does not use his Devil Fruit that much. Most of the time he fights with his Soul King. And honestly, when I think about it, there's not really any abilities Brook uses that are similar to the moveset we have with Ghost. So sadly, Ghost Fruit has to go in no similarities tier. One more rare left, and that is Magma Fruit. fruit. We're gonna showcase this one very quickly because you guys are gonna see we won't even need to show most of the moves. First off, we got Magma Shower, literal fist of barrage of magma fists. Great Magma Hound. We have Beast Ride, which you literally start riding one of the magma fists. And Volcanic Storm, a massive magma fist that explodes into a bunch of other mini magma fists. And when you compare it to the anime counterpart, you can really see that in terms of accuracy, it's pretty down packed. Look, this is a Kainu, the user of magma. He's super deadly in the anime, and literally this is what he does. He literally just throws out big magma fists or magma based attacks. It is 100% accurate to the anime as it should be. Magma should really be no other way. So for that, it's gonna go straight in copyright tier. And that marks the last fruit of the rares. We only have 2 more tiers left, legendary and mythic. And it's fitting that we just got done with the Kainu because now we're gonna have to move up to Whitebeard. We're moving on to the Quake fruit. Quake's got some very simple abilities. Fatal Demolisher, you pull someone in and knock them away. We got Air Crusher, you literally just throw a big wave of Quake, spatial shock wave, and then now we have what Quake is known most for. It's literal specialty and flagship move, Sea Quake. You summon literal waves from the sea by how much you quake the earth. Let's be honest, you guys all know who Whitebeard is, even if you're not a One Piece fan. We can see that this is fairly accurate. He's doing the Sea Quake right here, literally punching the air and then summoning great tidal waves, which gets frozen by Kuzan. But that's besides the point. Every move we see him do in the anime is exactly what we see in Blox. He literally pulls this guy in and slams his face in, just like Fatal Demolisher. And we even got the Air Crusher right now, where he just throws out a wave of just shock and Quake. Let's just say Blox Fruits understood the assignment when it came to the Quake fruit. That's all I have to say on that one. 2 in a row. Dang, I feel like I'm giving out a lot of copyright tiers, but they did Quake justice, bro. Let's go with a copyright tier. Will this continue though? Next up, we have the Buddha fruit. We all know what the Buddha fruit's known for. This right here, the transformation that turns you into a Buddha. Nobody really even uses all the abilities for this. I mean, we have like ability called Heavenly Impact, Light of Annihilation, which is actually surprisingly long range attack, Retribution Dash, where you kind of grab people, and of course, Twilight of the Gods. Honestly, looks very fire in the game. It's also one of the most used fruits. However, that is not the case for the anime because we literally only see it used once, and all Sengoku does, which is the user of Buddha, is just transform into the Buddha. And then he does like the Heavenly Impact, maybe, like he kind of just like punches the ground, which is kind of similar to this, but I'm gonna be honest, literally he didn't do any of these other abilities. Like Light of Annihilation, Twilight of the Gods, Retribution Dash, he didn't do none of those. So Buddha, man, you're gonna go straight into just accuracy. We got the Love Fruit next. Ooh, the next legendary. This one's actually interesting. This got reworked like 2 years ago, and the abilities are way different than they used to be. First off, we have Heart Shot, a long-range heart bow shot. Cupid Zone, shoot out a nice arrow that has a AoE, irresistible attraction. Anyone that's in the circle gets brought closer to you. Flamingo Ride, you literally just summon a flamingo out of nowhere. Like what is this, Naruto summoning jutsu? And then Besto Friendo. Similar to Ghost, you summon a little NPC that fights for you. Now, Boa Hancock, which is the user of the Love Fruit, the anime primarily uses long-range attacks that turn people into stone if you're attracted to it, which is not at all similar to how it works in Blox Fruits. The only ability I guess you could say is kind of similar is this Pistol Kiss one. It's a long-range, just like kind of like love shot, which I guess is kind of similar to Heart Shot. Not really, because this one kind of explodes. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to see what the similarities are. It's not close. So unfortunately, Love Fruit is gonna go in not even close tier. Ooh, next up we got the Creation Fruit. This just got reworked in the game. Used to be the Barrier Fruit, which is actually really accurate to One Piece, which is why they reworked it. How accurate is it now? So first off, we have an M1, which is kind of like Barrier Wall. You summon a little wall that blocks attacks actually. And then after that, we have Batter Up, which you literally shoot yourself out of a cannonball. We have Sleight of Hand, which summons a hand that grabs people. Sword Box summons a box of, I don't even know what that is. It's kind of like Kuro Hisugi from Bleach. And last but not least, we got Magic City, which summons a bunch of barrier towers. And then we got Fortifier, which you literally just start building stairs. Which when compared to the anime, which is used by Bartolomeo, it's not similar at all. Now, while yes, Bartolomeo does have some similarities to the Creation Fruit, being this barrier wall right here, which is kind of similar to the M1. And he also does possess the ability to create stairs out of thin air, but that is where all the similarities end. None of the other abilities he uses throughout the anime are in Blox Fruits. We gotta put it in not even close tier, but I will put it at the top just because of the walls and stairs. Next up, we have the Spider Fruit. Now with this one, we get a good range of abilities like Thermal Laceration, Silk Prison, Overheated Sniper, which is a long range attack, Spider Highway, where we kind of just use webs to fly around like I'm Spider-Man or something. And of course, we get Heavenly Punishment. And as for the anime counterparts, if it's accurate or not, well, you guys can see for the first ability, he is doing the spider flight, except the strings are kind of invisible, but it's there. We also have the long range snipe, which is overheat. And I must say, this ability is crazy. Look, he literally just sniped like hundreds of miles away from him at a city. Of course, we got spider web too, which is the web-like ability we saw earlier. And of course, we got the god thread ability, which is the ultimate of spider, which looks very similar to what we saw in Blox fruits. Look at this, exactly the same, making spider in the very accurate tier. I'm actually going to put it at the top of all these. Must say, the Blox fruits team, they cook with spider, although it may be time for a rework coming up soon. Who knows? Hopefully we can get one. Next up, we got the sound fruit in Blox fruits, and this one's actually an interesting one. Now, if we look at the abilities of the sound fruit, we can see it's music based, and we even have something called a tempo meter, which the more we use our moves and attacks that hit, we get actually a boost. You guys can see once we use tempo prestissimo, the meter goes up, and once it gets full, it turns yellow, and we get a nice little sound boost, which makes us faster and deal more damage. We have a nice range of abilities like symphonic radiance, a disco ball that shoots and hits anybody in the nearby area, and glorious harmony, a big AoE, which looks really nice. Now, the interesting thing about this fruit is it's not based on any power in One Piece. If we look through the wiki of the sound fruit, specifically on the trivia part, we can see right here it says sound fruit is the first fan-made fruit to be added to the game, and it was a concept created by a guy named Aqua 4G. Now, some people have speculated that this fruit is actually based off of Yuta's fruit from the film Red movie of One Piece, but the Blox fruits devs themselves claim this is not true. And to be honest, when you look at her ability and how it's used in the anime, it really is not similar to what it is in Blox fruits. So yeah, sound fruit is gonna go in the no similarities tier. And with sound fruit out the way, we move on to the Phoenix fruit. Now, just to make this quick, we're gonna go ahead and go in our final transformation state, because this is what people care most about the Phoenix, and look at the abilities. First off, we have an M1, which lunges you forward and attacks. We have cremation cannon, which is a bunch of flames, 3 to be exact. We have swift flight, which is a nice flight that dashes you forward. Regeneration flames, and of course we got flaming exodus, which you grab forward someone, but when you grab them, you shoot up, then slam down. In the anime, of course, the main user of Phoenix is Marco, and there's 2 ways he uses this fruit. As you guys can see right now, he is in the hybrid form, where he just has the wings and he still has his physical body, which is similar to Blox fruits, because if you untransform and use swift flight, you guys can see we can be in that same state. We can see he's using the full transformation right here, so that's 100% accurate. And on top of that, look at how it looks. Very similar to how the Blox fruits 1 look. This right here could be considered swift flight, I guess. And we even see right here he uses the fireball, except it's not 3, it's only 1. So we technically never seen him to use it that way in the anime. I don't know where Blox fruits got flame exodus from. He didn't do anything similar to that in the anime. And cremation cannon he did use, but not in this way. I'm not going to take too much points away. We're going to put it in very accurate tier. But that's about the end, because up next we got the portal fruit. This used to be the door fruit, and it got revamped to the portal fruit because of that exact reason. They were trying to avoid copyright. But how close is it to the anime now? So we can see this still has kind of some of its like door-like capabilities. For example, world warp, you can teleport to any area, and it works similarly to the door fruit, but that's where all the similarities end. Portal dash is nothing like what the door fruit had used for. Same with quantum leap. Parallel escape is because you kind of go in your own pocket dimension, but let me say, this last ability is definitely far from anything we saw from the door fruit. Yeah, not even close. Now, the door fruit is used by CP agent Blue Note. You guys can see right there in the background, there's kind of like a physical door, which is what I meant. It's the C ability on Portal. He can teleport to different places and even go in his own little pocket dimension. But the way it's used in One Piece is not similar to how it is in Blox fruits, other than that one teleport ability. We can see here though, he's in the pocket dimension, which is kind of like Portal X in Blox fruits, but other than that, we don't really see him use his devil fruit all too much, as he mainly relies on his Rokushiki abilities. So to be honest, only 2 abilities that are done completely different between both of the fruits. I gotta put this in the not even close tier, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if y'all disagree or agree with that in the comments below. But we're moving on to one of the 3rd last legendaries of the game, the Rumble fruit. Now this one, we have multiple different abilities like Lightning Beast, which is a long range lightning beast attack. Thunderstorm, where you just rain down a bunch of thunder that stuns enemies. Has pretty good AoE too. We got Electric Flash, which allows us to teleport a short period 3 times, and it has a charge capability, so it recharges after some time. Sky Judgment, you shoot down a pillar of lightning, which does a massive amount of stun and good damage. And last but not least, my favorite ability, Thunderball Destruction, a lightning spirit bomb, which explodes and looks very nice. But as for the anime, we can honestly see it's fairly accurate. We can see Sky Judgment done right there, which is one of many abilities that NL does in the anime. I guess we could say this ability here is kind of similar to Lightning Beast, but not really. We don't really see him use Lightning Beast in the anime. Obviously, he does Raigo, which is the Thunderball Destruction here. And we also have him do this cool little transformation. He calls it Amaru. Why did we get that in Blox fruits? Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not that accurate. We don't see him do anything similar to Lightning Beast, unless we're kind of that theme is Lightning Beast. We don't see him do anything like Thunderstorm, and we definitely don't see him do anything like Electric Flash. So really, the only 2 abilities we see him do is Sky Judgment and thunderball destruction. That said, I'm still gonna give the rumble fruit accurate tier because they still got the general gist of what a nail did. They just changed it up a little bit. Pain fruit next. First up, we have heavy pain, which summons a paw ability that goes through enemies. We have paw barrage. We have pain nuke, which just summons a big paw and explodes. Self-repel, which is a teleport ability, which allows you just teleport forward. And we have torture, which summons a pink paw that does damage over time to an enemy, kind of like poison damage. Just look at this, bro. First off, we have the teleport right there. We have the little paw, like the shooting paw right there. We got paw barrage, which literally looks 1-to-1 the same. We got paw nuke right here, literally same animation, same looks, and even the way the move functions is exactly the same in the anime. Look at this. He throws it out and it explodes. And yes, even the pink paw. 100% of the moves are accurate to the anime, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of crazy. This is gonna go straight to the top of copyright tier because there's nothing they need to add. They've got it down 100%. And now we get to the last of the legendary fruits, which is the blizzard fruit. This fruit is kind of similar to ice, except it focuses less on trying to freeze people and more on just bombarding people with big effects. Look at this. Snowflake shuriken, whiteout, you summon a tornado of blizzard, howling wind, same thing, except it's more in one place instead of moving. We have tornado flight, which is the same thing. Yeah, 3 moves that literally look the same. And then we have blizzard domain, which is basically the same thing, except just massive. Like, look at that. In the anime, it's not called blizzard, but it's called Yuki Yuki no Mi, and it's used by Monet. And we can see this is kind of blizzard domain. It looks fairly similar, but that's where all the similarities kind of disperse. Because literally every other ability she uses is not like what we see in Blox at all. Like, look at this. She's grabbing him with the snow. She's doing like claw attacks. She's kind of like a harpy too. She has even like a little snow after image or snow clone, shadow clone. Blizzard is going straight in the not even close tier, which marks the last legendary, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done. We got 13 more fruits to go, and the rest of them are all mythicals. And it starts with the most recently reworked fruit in the game, gravity. Now, as you guys may guess, they reworked this fruit for one reason and one reason only, to avoid copyrights. However, is it still similar? Let's find out. First off, we have singularity, which kind of uses a black hole to suck at enemies and blast them away. We got orbital chain, which you summon a little turret and it shoots little gravity particles at the enemy. We got shooting star, which summons down a meteor from the sky, and then you kind of ride on it. You can also double down as a meteor attacking ability. You don't have to fly on the meteor. You can just use it as an attack. We got gravitational prison, which summons a black hole that sucks up anything and explodes. And last but not least, we got asteroid crash, which summons literally the most massive meteor ever, just explodes. Is it still similar to the anime though? Well, the user of it is named Fujitora in the anime, and it's pretty much the same thing. He has the ability to move things or manipulate things due to his gravity. And what he's doing right here is destroying an entire city and making the city basically become a big like meteor, almost his own makeshift meteor, which I would say is still accurate to Blox, because if you get this gravitational force meter up in full, you guys will see we can do that same ability. I hold it and now it does the exact same thing which Fujitora did. We summon a planetary devastation, just like he did. We also see this ability right here where he kind of just summons like forces of gravity on the ground, which once again you can also do in Blox. Look at this, the M1, you can do exactly that. And the last thing that's similar is he has the ability to summon a meteor from the sky. So honestly, it's still pretty similar to Blox fruits, except we just don't see him do this, or this. And we definitely don't see him ride on a meteor like this. That said, the core is still there, so it's gonna go in the middle of accuracy here. Next mythical, Mammoth. And for this one, we're actually gonna use the anime clip first. Now in One Piece, the user of the Mammoth fruit is Jack, and we can see the transformation right here. Only issue, we never really see him actually use this form for attacking often. So yeah, really the only thing we see him do is just this, which is transformation. So in Blox fruits, all of these other abilities we have like Ancient Cutter, True Prehistoric Punt, Colossal Crusher, or even Stampede. We don't get to see any of those in One Piece, which if you ask me, makes Mammoth not even close to you. But what about the T-Rex fruit? Now in Blox fruits, the main thing we have for T-Rex is the transformation. And we also do get a different abilities like M1s, Tail Swipe, we got a nice gigantic leap, Predatory Screech, and of course, last but not least, Hunter's Rage. You grab the enemy with your teeth and slam them down. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In One Piece, the T-Rex fruit is technically not in the anime, but the closest thing is what you see here, which is actually an Allosaurus, not a T-Rex, and it's used by X Drake. And as for abilities, the only real move we see him using in the anime is this one right here, which is kind of similar to Hunter's Rage, where you kind of like grab them and slam them down. Other than that, though, literally none of these other abilities were shown in the anime. So T-Rex, just like Mammoth, is gonna go not even close here. Next up, we got the Dough fruit. fruits. Now, Doe actually has a ton of different abilities, so we're just gonna zoom through it. First off, we got Missile Jab, which is a nice like fist of Doe that explodes, which if we look at the anime, he kind of does exactly that. We also got Scorching Donut and Piercing Clothesline, which you guys can see. Swings them around town, slams them up. Katakuri does both of these things in the anime, literally the Swinging Donut, and we have the Chestnut, or not Chestnut, I forgot what it's even called. Piercing Clothesline, Buzz Cut, that's what it's called. And last but not least, we got Doe Fist Fusillade, ladies and gentlemen, which Katakuri very clearly does right here. I mean, this is basically the same thing. The only thing we don't really see Katakuri use is either forms of Pastry River. Like, we don't really see him use this, I don't think. But overall, Doe's got to go in very accurate here. Next up, Shadow, and we're gonna zoom through this one, and you guys will see why. Now, with the Shadow Fruit, we have a bunch of unique abilities like Umbrage, where you kind of go in the air and kind of like Smoke Bomber from earlier. Somber Rebellion, you kind of shoot forward and attack the enemy with a barrage. Shade Nest, a long-range ability, which hits the enemy. Nightmare Leech, you kind of suck up the enemy and take their health. Last but not least, we have Corvus Torment. You kind of explode yourself and keeps the enemy stunned in there for very long. Shadow, however, in Blox Fruits is not at all how it works in One Piece. Gecko Moria, who is the user of the Shadow Fruit in One Piece, his primary ability is to steal shadows away from people and create zombies using their shadows. And he also has a bunch of other different abilities, but none of what we see in Blox Fruits is actually portrayed in the anime. So yeah, this is gonna go in the no similarities tier. It's not even close at all. But maybe the Venom Fruit will be. Now we're just gonna go ahead and go in the transformation state. This is what the Venom transformation looks like. And we get a bunch of different abilities like Poison Daggers, Noxic Fog, basically the same thing except does more damage. Toxic Fog, which is a massive AoE of smoke. And last but not least, Serpent's Wrath. And now for the anime. One of the abilities you guys can see Magellan, which is the user of Venom, uses is Venom Hydra. Summons 3 little Venom dragons, which is actually kind of like Serpent's Wrath, or if you really want to be super specific, Noxus Shot. We also have Crollo Ball, which is kind of like Poison Daggers. Venom Road, which is literally the Venom flight ability I just used. We even got Poison Gas, which is exactly what I use here, Toxic Fog. And of course, we can't forget the Transformation Demon. This is the transform state in the anime. And while it may look a lot different in One Piece, I will say overall the premise is there. Venom is going to go in very accurate too. Now we're on to the Control Fruit, and this is going to be interesting. Now with this, we get first ability, which is Room. You summon a room. Actually, wait, I don't even know why I used this ability in here. There we go. You guys can see the entire room I've summoned, and we can only use our abilities in this room. This is the unique passive of this fruit. So you guys can see I get Levitate. I can summon a rock out of any material in the game. We also get a Teleport. I can teleport into any area in the room, and I get 2 extra abilities like Gamma Rush and Echo Knife, which only works if I have a target to hit, but yeah, those abilities are pretty decent. And obviously in One Piece, the user of the Control Fruit is Law. We can see he did the room ability right there, and that is kind of like the Levitate ability where we summon the rocks, except he just used it on a human. We can also see he does this ability right here where he actually teleports a thing instead of himself, so it works in both ways. Basically, everything we've seen in Blox Fruits was done in the anime. That said, Control is gonna go in the very accurate tier. Now with the gas, we have a lot of interesting abilities like Suffocating Fume, which you kind of lunge forward and hit the enemy with some gas. Bursting Vapor, similar thing, you hit him with like a bunch of gas abilities. Traveling Gas, you kind of fly. And then we have Smog Demons. You summon a bunch of little demons and they explode on impact. Another thing you'll notice is we have this gas meter, and when it gets full, we'll be able to transform into this little gas giant. Our abilities change a little bit, but for the most part, most of them are similar. Now Suffocating Fume is a long range attack, and we have Bursting Vapor, which is a nice little gas swipe. We still get Smog Demons, it's the same, it just like summons more. And the last thing that changes is Traveling Gas is now an attack. You stab an enemy and launch him back. This, however, is not similar at all to how Caesar Clown uses gas in One Piece. He focuses on primarily like invisible type moves and some longer range type moves like Gas Robe right here, which we don't see in Blox Fruits. He even has this ability to summon little goops of poison gas, which I guess is kind of similar to Smog Demons, but not really, let's be real. The only real thing we could say is like super similar to Blox Fruits is Caesar Clown does do this kind of like transform gas state like this, which is a similar premise to what we see here, but it's just not executed at all the same. So yeah, there's just no similarities. I'm gonna put it in not even close tier. And with that, we move on to the Spirit Fruit. We actually get a bunch of unique powers with this one, such as the ability to summon little homies like this. We just summoned a little tree, and we can also summon a nice other tree. Oh wait, this is a mushroom. This is the tree. And I think there's a frog one, but it just spawned a mushroom. You guys get the point. Now our actual abilities, you guys can see we have a Fire Devil on this side and an Ice Devil on this side, and some of our abilities correlate with that. Frostfire Grass, we summon the Ice ability and come out and freeze. Wrath of Ra, we shoot the Fire ability and it does a nice fire attack. Sky Ruler, we ride on one of them and we basically just fly. Wrath of Shu, the Ice one once again. End of Times, we combine both of them into a nice beamed attack, which when we compare her abilities abilities to the anime, it's kind of similar. You can see here Big Mom using the ability to summon life and just create homies. Like she turns this umbrella to just a monster. We can also see Big Mom riding on Prometheus Cloud right here, which I mean doesn't look exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. And the last thing we kind of see Big Mom use that's similar to Blox Fruits is where she combines all of her souls right here into one just like combined beam. She calls it Macer Cannon. Overall, Blox Fruits did a pretty good job of making it similar to One Piece. I'm gonna put this in the accurate tier. It's gonna go towards the top too. Now with the leopard fruit, we have a bunch of different abilities. One of them being Finger Revolver, a barrage of just like Rokushiki attacks, which we see very clearly being done right here. He uses that against Luffy. Up next, we got Body Flicker, which is kind of like a teleport, and then After Image Assault, kind of like the same thing, I guess, which we can see Rob Lucci doing something kind of like that right here. It's called Soru. Next up, we got Spiraling Kick, which is a nice long range attack, which explodes at the end, which looks exactly like this. It's called Tempest Kick in the anime. Only difference is this one glows blue. And of course, we got the hybrid leopard form in One Piece. This is Rob Lucci's most infamous form that he used to fight off against Luffy, which we see is very accurately done in Blox Fruits. What more is there to say, man? Leopard fruit has got to go in straight copyright tier. And next up, we get to the Yeti fruit in Blox Fruits, which is interesting because this fruit literally was completely fan-made. Even earlier with the sound fruit, you could argue that this was inspired from Yuta's fruit, and I think it was in some way. But the Yeti fruit, it's not inspired by nothing. So yeah, this thing right here, completely made by Blox Fruits, so it's got to go in no similarities, of course. Second to last fruit in the game, we have Kitsune, which is another interesting fruit because just like Yeti, this is completely fan-made. All of these abilities you see right here, Accursed Enchantment, Tales of Burning Agony, Foxfire Disruption, even Wild Assault, completely fan-made and is not based off of One Piece. All but one thing. Kitsune has a Tails mechanic, as you can see right here. And once you get to full Tails, you're able to transform into this. This is the transformed Kitsune form, which a ton of fans of One Piece have speculated is similar to the transformation state of Yamato. This is what it looks like right here, but watch when she's running. Specifically right here, this hybrid form that she uses, or I think this is the full form, there's a little bit of similarity there, but I don't think it's similar enough to say that this was referenced from that. So Kitsune has to go in no similarities tier, which leave one fruit left, the dragon. And for this one, we're actually going to showcase Dragon East. Full transformation ready, let's get into it. Now with Dragon East, once you transform, we have a nice little snake-like looking or eel-like looking dragon, which we can see Kaido does in the anime, and honestly this looks pretty similar to what we see in Blox Fruits. And first off, we have this little fire breath ability. We shoot fire from our mouth, which Kaido does right here. We also get this ability called Heat Wave Cannon. It's kind of similar, it's just more of a beam, fire beam. Kaido very clearly does that here. Now this next ability, which is Infernal Pincer, is one of them that you could technically say isn't from the anime, but we'll see in a sec. When Kaido does it in the anime, it's called Tatsumaki Kaifu. He kind of just like starts spinning around, which is what you see here. Honestly, if you ask me, this is accurate. And other than that, the only two abilities Kaido didn't really do is Draconic Soar and this move right here, Scorching Downfall. Which honestly, if you ask me, even though these two abilities weren't in the anime, this is still honestly pretty close. So the last fruit dragon is gonna go in the very accurate tier. And that is all 41 fruits in the game ranked based off the anime. Now I already know there's gonna be a lot of people referencing that a ton of the Blox Fruits abilities actually came from that One Piece game. I forget what it was called, like Pirate Warriors, but I mainly just wanted to compare it to the anime. Experiment number 1, you can turn the mammoth fruit into a ghost. Okay, so apparently if you equip the ghost fruit and let an NPC kill you, you can see I'm invisible. Now if I go equip the mammoth fruit, I should still be invisible. Let's see. Yo, I just became a ghost mammoth. That's crazy. Today I'm going to be testing 40 crazy mythical fruit experiments you guys sent me to see if they're real or fake. And for number 2, if you use dough scorching donut into a portal, apparently it bugs the game. So I'm going to tell my friend right here, teleport to random place. Okay, so I'm going to use dough F. What the heck? Where did that just put me? Let me go back to where it disappears. Scorching donut. Look at that. It just randomly bugs you to a random place. So that experiment was actually true. That's interesting. For experiment number 3, if 2 dragon players both use Draconic Claw on each other, it'll bug each other out. I got my boy Zoro's bathwater over here. He's using dragon. Let me go equip dragon myself. All right, Zoro, when I say go, unleash it. Go. Oh, damn. Y'all saw that? Yeah, it was actually making us bug. Okay. Look at him. Ribrise and chat. What the hell? Nah, Zoro just came up with a crazy idea. He said we could try it all on each other, like all 3 of us. That'd be crazy. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to get all close to each other. And 3, 2, 1, go. What the? Okay, that was crazy. That was actually a good one right there. That was good. For experiment number 4, T-Rex can walk on water. So obviously we already know Kitsune can run on water, as you can see right here. That's nothing new. You know, we already knew that. But let's see if we transform into the T-Rex form, if we can walk on water as well. All right, I just got my theory meter bar. Let's go ahead and transform, and let's see if we can walk on water with this. And we definitely cannot. We are dying very quickly. Rest in peace. Now, that was our first experiment that wasn't true, but let's see if this next one is. Kitsune has lower base M1 damage than leopard. I honestly do not believe this one. Let's go ahead and do leopard first, since this is the less valuable one. Let's do M1 real quick. Okay, 1354 for M1. Let's do a whole M1 combo, 6,601. Now let's go ahead and switch over to Kitsune, and let's transform to full form. Let's see how much damage we do with the M1s here. Okay, per M1 we deal 1,096. Full M1, oh my gosh, 11,000 damage plus burn damage. Oh, that is completely false. Kitsune deals way more damage. Experiment number 6, control can cut sea castle. I don't exactly know what y'all meant by this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just test it out anyways. So I'm at sea castle right now. Let's go ahead and do the room. So obviously normally you can cut trees like that. That's normal right there. But what we're looking for to see if we can cut the building. Let's see. Okay, no, we can't. It just does the rock. Let me see if I can try other parts of sea castle. Let's try this pillar right here. Let's see if this works. Nope, just does a normal rock. What about this building right here? Oh, you could do this building. So that technically counts. You can cut sea castle. So this experiment is true. You can just only do certain things. Experiment number 7, apparently Kitsunes can stack on top of each other. I do not believe this one, but I have a 30 million body player in the server that's telling me otherwise. All right, here we go. So I got this guy right here. He says go up and remove your fruits. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I gotta go up and remove my fruit. So I go talk to this guy, and I go talk and remove my fruit. Sure, Blox was removed. Oh, yo, what the heck? What? I didn't even know you could do this. Like, I'm still in the Kitsune form, but I removed my Blox fruit. He's just sitting on top of me. Yo, I wonder if we can extend this further. Yo, Yen, go Kitsune form. Okay, now that Yen's mounted on top, I have to get to this NPC, and then this guy's gonna reset his fruit, and then Yen's gonna be able to transform. Yo, look at that, bro. We have 3 Kitsune stacking on each other. That's crazy. W7th experiment. Imagine seeing this in a public server. You just have 3 Kitsunes just like charging at you. This would be insane. Experiment number 8. If you reset while someone's mounted to you on Kitsune, you fall through the map. So we did the glitch once again, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this 30 million body player reset, and it's gonna make us fall through the map. Okay, now that we're at the bottom, I'm gonna tell him reset. Let's see what happens. It's gonna reset. Look at it. It made us just fall straight through the map. That's crazy. Look, we literally, it just literally just broke the game. That is insane, bro. We literally just found that out right now, by the way, and I decided to add that to the list. It's bugging out like crazy, bro. Experiment number 9. The leopard can do the T-pose. Now, this one's been in this game for a while. I've never been able to do it. We're gonna try again once again today. Every time I do one of these types of videos, I always include this, and I've never once been able to do it. Let's do it. So apparently what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go on this little chair, right? And you're supposed to hold transformation while trying to step into the chair. See, the timing is just really tough. Okay, hold on. Let me go like this. Transform, step in the chair. Didn't work. We're gonna give it 3 more tries. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna say this experiment is not true. We're gonna go transform. It still didn't work, bruh. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna get right up on the chair, It's just not letting me get in that chair, bro. It is not whatsoever, bro. Okay. At this point, this experiment has been either patched or fake. I don't know what. It won't even let us get in the chair, bro. But what if the Mammoth could do it? Yep, for the 10th experiment, we're doing the same exact thing. Let's see if Mammoth can sit in the chair while doing this. Okay. I tried to transform. It wasn't able to work. Let's try one more time. Let's go in the chair. Yeah, it wasn't able to work, bro. Okay, we're gonna try this a few more times. I don't want to give up on first 2 tries. Okay, we got this. We have to just time it there. We just have to time it like this, boys. Go in there like this, right? We kind of did something there. It like put us in the chair, but then it glitched us out. So I'd say that experiment's actually kind of true, bro. Experiment 11. Apparently Mammoth can fly. So he said in chat, I need to have permanent spider. So let me go ahead and equip permanent spider real quick. There we go. I equip spider. What next, bro? He said click once on any equip button of your perm fruits. So let me go do Mammoth. Then do spider F and click again right after. You got to be very quick. It says stop holding your move first. He said actually equip the fruit before you do the spider F. Okay. So we have to do it slightly before. Oh, we did it. I'm flying. Hold on, bro. My hands aren't even on the keyboard. I can't stop it, bro. Hold on, let me go Mammoth. I'm literally just flying as a Mammoth. This is so goofy, bro. What the heck? I can't stop it, though. I can't even control where I'm going. So this experiment is 100% true. That is goofy as hell, dog. Look at this. Experiment number 12. T-Rex transformation messes up your camera angle. So the entire premise is that basically you equip T-Rex, you unlock the transformation. So we got to get our fear meter up. Now we transform. And what we do is we waste waste all of our moves. We just start spamming moves to lower down our fear meter, right? And we're not supposed to hit NPCs that way. It actually goes down. So let's just waste it all. And I guess once your fear meter runs out, your camera angle should be messed up. A little bit more to go. I'd say 1 or 2 more moves. There we go. Oh, camera angle is weird. What the heck? Yeah, that is weird, man. This is like tripping with me. Friend, let me reset. You guys about to see it's about to change back to normal. Wait, it's still bugged. What the? Oh, let me leave the game and come back. Now it looks normal once again. This is how it's supposed to look. Experiment number 13. If you transform into leopard while jumping in water, it negates drown damage. There's no shot this one is true, but y'all put it in there, so I'm here to test it out. Let's go ahead and equip leopard, and let's see what we do here. And let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in the water, right? Transform. I think I did that wrong. Hold on, let me retry that again. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to transform the moment before I go into the water, right? So let me go like this. Okay, I'm still drowning. Maybe I did that wrong. Let me try one more time. Okay, I'm gonna go like this, transform. No, I'm still taking damage. That experiment is fake. That's not true. Next experiment. If 2 players use Dosi at the same time, they will both take no damage. I'm interested to see how this one works. It's similar to the Draconic Claw one we did earlier, so hopefully it does some buggy thing or something interesting. Let's see. So I got my dough user right here. We're about to test this out. As soon as I say go, we're gonna use it. 3, 2, 1, go. Pierce a clothesline. We're about to hit each other. What the heck? What the heck? Wow. It literally just negates all damage. That's crazy. Both of us took no damage. Still a W experiment nonetheless. Next experiment, T-Rex can stack on Kitsune. So we already seen earlier that Kitsunes can stack on Kitsunes, but let's see if T-Rexes can stack on Kitsune. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same premise and method as we did before. So let's make our way up here. Got my Fury Bar full. Let me go ahead and mount this guy right quick. Now he's gonna go reset his Devil Fruit, and let's see if I can transform. Yes, sir. Hey, that looks kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I'm able to use all of my moves. He said, do an attack, I'll run for passive. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, bro. So this experiment is actually true. Next experiment, dragon form can fly a boat. Okay, let me spawn this miracle boat right here. Then let's go dragon form. And I guess what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to try to position ourselves on the boat. How do we do that though? Where's my body? Is that go first person? Okay. Let me just try to go first person and just go on the boat. Oh, yo, what the heck? Look at this. The boat's literally flying right now. Oh my gosh, bro. These experiments are kind of crazy, bro. Look at this. This is crazy. I wonder if I de-transform right now, if it'll just stay in there. Let me jump up. Will it just stay in the sky? No, it won't. Okay, so Dragon was able to fly boat, but let's see if Kitsune could do it as well. What the heck? He's literally riding on my boat on the thing right now. Anyways, same premise as last time. Let's go ahead and just spawn the boat. Miracle right there. Let's transform to Kitsune. And then I guess what we're supposed to do is go first form and then see if we could just go in this thing, I guess. Come on. Let's try to position this. This is not working as well as it was for Dragon. He said in chat, it only works with lanterns. So let's try this now. Let's go in here. Let's try to back him up in the thing. Yep, go ahead, mount me. Let's back him up in the thing. Oh, there we go. What the heck? Yo, hold on. We gotta do that again. We gotta do that again. He said, let me control it. Okay, I'll mount you. All right, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. What the heck? Yo. Yo. Sheesh, this is insane. Experiment 18. Holding dough C move while removing fruit will bug your animation. So we're going back to C-Cal. So we've done a lot of experiments on that guy up there that removes your fruit. Let's see if this one works as well, boys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold dough C. Wait, how am I actually gonna do this? Damn, I can't even hold C while I'm talking to him. How do I do this? How am I meant to do this? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's remove it. There we go. What the heck? How did that even work, bruh? He didn't even allow me to remove the fruit. This guy said they patched that one. Oh, okay, buddy. I guess you have it right there. Next experiment. If you use human V4 dashes while transforming Kitsune, you'll be invisible. First step, I gotta get the human race, so let's hope we get it first try. And we get shark. Okay, what about the second try? What about the second try? We get rabbit. Third time's a charm, we get shark. There we go. Got human after like 5 attempts. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go try to get my V4. Then we also need to get our Kitsune tails up. Give me 1 second, boys.
2 seconds later.
All right, I got my human V4. Let's go human V4. There we go. Now let's transform into Kitsune. Let's use the dashes. Let's see if it'll make me invisible. Oh, it may be invisible only temporarily, but then it comes back. That's still OP though. What about this next experiment? Will it work with the person mounted on me? So let me go ahead and ally him. Let me tell him mount me. All right, so will it make him invisible? No, she doesn't make him invisible. He's just sitting there floating on top of me, clear as day. Okay, so that second experiment is not true. Next experiment, T-Rex takes no damage on lava. So we're at hot and cold in second C right now. We're about to test this out. I know for a fact leopard, I'm pretty sure takes no damage. Obviously magma takes no damage. Let's see if it's true for T-Rex. T-Rex. Alrighty, here we go. Let's transform to T-Rex form. And let's see. Do we take damage on lava? Oh, wait, damn. We take a lot of damage. Oh, wait. My health is just zooming down. Look at that. Okay, so that experiment is false. Okay, so T-Rex obviously can't withstand lava, but what about Kitsune? Really hoping this one's true, boys. Really hoping this one's true. Alright, we got our full transformation form. Let's try it out on the lava. And yeah, that most definitely does not survive on lava. Oh my gosh. My health just tanked. Experiment fake. Next experiment, Buddha can go faster while holding rocket in unawakened form. I know this isn't a mythical fruit. I just wanted to test this one out myself. Alright, so what you have to do is you have to go to Awakening Expert. You have to unawaken the Z. Okay, I already have it unawakened. Then I guess what you do is you go pull out a rocket right here. You hold it out in your hand. You transform, hold out in your hand, right? And then I guess you're supposed to be able to go faster. That doesn't seem to be working, bro. Well, let me go to my friend. Maybe he'll know how to do it. I think I may have figured something out, boys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna untransform, right? We're gonna transform, instantly pull out the rocket, and then we're gonna go like forward or something. Thought I had something, but we lost it. Oh, there we go. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. You see how far we're dashing? You see how far we're dashing? I got it, boys. I got it. Basically, it makes you go really fast. That's interesting. Look at that. The speed of that. See that? That's crazy. So it pulls you a specific direction. It's interesting though. Watch this. This is the direction I'm going this time, boys. Oh my god, that is quick. I'd say that was a worthwhile experiment, even though it wasn't a mythical, bro. That was funny. I forgot what number we're on, but next experiment, Leopard C goes the same distance as Flash Step. Now this was not too unbelievable, but we gotta find out firsthand because that's the point of this video, testing experiments. All right, so I have my boy Mirage right here, standing right next to me. So I'm gonna tell him go ahead and Flash Step. There he goes. Okay, that's the distance. That's the maximum distance of his Flash Step. Now let's see the maximum distance of my After Image Assault. Oh, it doesn't go as far. It's just barely further, bruh. So it does not go as far as Flash Step. Kind of close though. And while we're on the topic of distance, this next experiment is interesting. T-Rex Leap goes further than Mammoth Leap. So let me tell my boy right here, switch to Mammoth. I'm gonna go T-Rex, of course. We're both gonna try to go the maximum distance our leap can go and then see which is which. All right, so he's about to use his maximum. We'll see how far his goes. All right, go ahead, let it go. Damn, that went kind of far. Okay, so let me see. How far can mine go? Okay. How can I aim this? Let's aim it like that. Damn. Did I aim that wrong? If I aim that wrong, that's crazy because that didn't even go close to the distance his. He said, I think I can do it better too. Yeah, let's do a rerun. Let's do a rerun. Okay, let's do his. He's gonna go further. Oh my god, that was way further. Okay. You know what, bro? You know what? Hold on. Let me try this. I'm not about to get beaten like this. Oh my god, bro. T-Rex Gigantic Leap is not anywhere close to the distance Mammoth goes. So this experiment is fake, bro. This next experiment is one I've been curious about for a while. Venom flight goes faster when low HP. Now, I've heard people say this a lot. Me personally, I don't notice much of a difference. It could be true, but we're about to find out for ourselves right now. First off, let me make my way over to the bridge so we can race. All right, I'm gonna have my friend over here. I'm gonna have him get me to about 1 tap. Then we're gonna do a race. All right, I'm right here. He's right over there. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. And go. Let's go ahead and go. Let's see which one's faster. How much faster is it? Oh, mine's faster by quite a bit, bro. Mine's faster by quite a bit. This isn't even close. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all see much faster it is when you're lower? Okay, so this experiment is actually true. I didn't think it was that much of a difference though. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. Lost count of the experiments we're on, but for the next one, it's saying Kitsune has more dash attacks than any other mythical. Let's go ahead and test this out firsthand. So obviously we have Gravity. Gravity actually has no dash attacks. Okay, so we're off of that. Last but not least, we have Kitsune. It seems the average has been about 2 per mythical. Let's see this. Okay, Tails Burning Agony, Wild Assault. Okay, that's literally only 1. But I guess if we consider the transformation, because this one is the only one where the transformation drastically changes the moves. All right, so we have 1 Wild Assault right there. Let's transform. Now we have another one right here. Curse Enchantment. Okay, now we have Tails Burning Agony. That's 2. And then we still have Wild Assault. Okay, so that's 3. So I guess Kitsune does have the most, huh? Next experiment, Control can cut down the Diamond Tree. And by Diamond Tree, I mean the one that's in second seed, this one right here. Now, I have no doubt that Control could pick this thing up, but I need to find out firsthand for myself. Let's do Control Area. Let's do Levitate. Okay, yeah, I perfectly can. That's no problem for Control. That was easy. But can Control still pick up and float boats? Let's go find that out. All right, let's go over here. We'll do like Sentinel. Okay, that should work. Let's go Control Area, and then let me go ahead and use Levitate in the boat. What the heck? Oh, wow, it's floating the boat. There's no doubt about that. It's literally floating right there, but I wanted it to float it with me on it. Let's do it like this. There we go. I did it. I managed to make make myself float. Okay, so this experiment is still true. You just have to be really quick and have a little bit of luck and timing. Next up, a flamingo flight can mount a Kitsune. So let me go ahead and get my tail beast form once again. All right, there we go. You're about to see me transform into Kitsune for the millionth time this video. Now let me tell him, yo, can you come over here with flamingo flight? There he goes right there. Okay, let me see if he can come mount me. Let me ally him first. There we go. Doesn't work. Wow. Okay, it literally just killed all of my excitement. It just straight up doesn't work. Okay, what if you mount first and then try to use flamingo boat? Okay, he's mounted first and it just takes him off. Okay, yeah, that just doesn't work. Next experiment, if you hold leopard X while you're out of sky jumps, you'll get more sky jumps. I've done this one a lot, but I think they patched it as of recent. So let's go ahead and find out ourselves. So let's go leopard form. Let's use all 10 of our jumps right here. And then I'll keep pressing spacebar until we're out. There we go, we're out. Now we hold spiral and kick, which is our leopard X move. And then supposedly we're supposed to get our jumps back. I've done this in the past. Let's see if it still works. All right, we should be good now. There we go. And it doesn't work anymore. They patched it. Damn, that is actually kind of disappointing. I liked that one. Damn it, Blox Roots. Next experiment says that the T-Rex prey mark will multiply depending on distance. Now to properly test this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full M1 combo to test the base prey damage. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it again and they're going to teleport to a faraway island to see if it does more damage. Okay, so let's see what a full M1 does. So we're walking away. Let's see how much it does. So right now it's at 4,000, 5,000, 5,145. So now I'm going to tell him when I do M1, teleport to Ice Castle. M1. Okay, teleport to Ice Castle. Hurry. Let's see how much more damage it does. Yo, that just did like 2,000 or 1,000 more extra damage. Sheesh. So the damage does multiply if you're further away. Okay, so that experiment was true. Let's take it even further. For the next experiment, we're going to have him go in his Portal V dimension and see how much damage it does then. So we did 5,000 base damage. It did over 6,000 when he teleported to the island. Let's see how much it does if he teleports in V. Let's see how this goes. So M1. All right, there we go. Let's see how it goes. He's in Portal V. Okay, the damage is going up pretty decent. It looks about the same rate as when he teleported to Ice Castle. Yep, 5,948. It's about the same, looks like. Okay, so them going into Portal V doesn't increase the multiplication. Interesting. I thought it would. And for the next experiment, it's also a T-Rex run, and this one says that the prey mark can stack. So what I'm going to try doing is me and him are going to try attacking this guy at the same time to see if we both can hit him with the prey scale. Let's both try hitting. All right, so 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's hit him. All right. Does he take double damage? KZ Fufu in chat said my passive doesn't do damage. Oh, so it only can count for 1. So they did that on purpose so it wouldn't be toxic. That makes sense. All right, that experiment did not work. Now this next one also isn't a mythical one. However, I think it's a very fire one. I think y'all want to see this. So my friend in chat is saying love has infinite range. So he's teleported all the way to the Winter Castle. And I guess the premise is he's going to be able to hit me with a love ability all the way at Winter Castle. So let's see. Okay, we're waiting here. You got to wait for it to travel. Oh, what the heck? Yo, he was right on the money. I guess it just took a long time to get there. Let me tell him, do it again. This time I'll be more patient. Okay, I think he did it again. I think we just have to wait for it to show up. That's actually crazy that it has infinite range. Dog, that is actually insane. What? So love actually has infinite range. It just takes a long time to get there. Now, I'm gonna be honest, you ain't sniping anyone across the map with that, but that's still crazy to know. Next experiment is that Doe on Awaken F move can go on water. So first things first, I have to go equip Doe. Then we have to go unawaken the F move, which is the donut roller move. I do not believe in this one. I'm not a believer, but we could be surprised, bro. Awakening Expert, unawaken F. I feel like I'm about to just be proved right here, but y'all are the ones that put this in there, so I gotta test it. Doe roller test, and now. Yeah, okay, that is just straight up just not true. The moment I touch that water, it straight up interrupted my thing, bro. Like, oh, let me try again just for good measure. Donut roller, yeah, that interrupts right away, bro. Don't give me no roller time. Next experiment, apparently control can't cut barrier moves. Let me tell someone in chat, someone eat barrier. So as we shown earlier, normally control could pick up anything. Like this tree right here, I can pick that up. This tree over here, I can pick that up. That big tree up there, I can pick that up. But let's see if it works on this barrier move. These barrier stairs, I can't pick that up. Okay, this barrier wall, also can't pick that up. Let's see if it works on the ultimate. Ultimate right there, also cannot pick that up. So yeah, control is pathetic against barrier. I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. Cut everything other than these barriers. Next experiment, T-Rex takes more damage from meteors. We have another T-Rex one. We've had a lot of these videos, but this one I'm actually kind of curious about because it would make sense. Get it? Because, you know, dinosaurs, meteors, dinosaurs extincted the meat. You know, y'all get what I'm trying to say. So first off, I'm going to stay on a non-T-Rex fruit first to see how much damage his meteors do. Let's see how much it does. Right around 1,964. Okay, as soon as I'm out of combat, we're going to equip T-Rex, do the same thing, see how much damage. All right, I got T-Rex equipped. Let's see how much damage this one does. Okay, he's said 1.8k. Okay, so it's basically about the same. So that experiment is disappointingly false. Next experiment says that Doe F is faster than Kitsune. So we're about to do a race to prove that wrong, because I know for a fact Kitsune is about to win. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to worry about this. Look at that. Eat my dust, bro. Eat my dust. Sheesh. Passed that with flying colors, bro. It's not even a competition. Like, Kitsune's just like 10 times faster. So that experiment was false. Straight cap. We only have 3 more experiments to go, boys. Experiment number 40. Buddha transformation can ride on Kitsune. We obviously seen it work with stacking Kitsune. We've seen it work with T-Rex and leopard. Let's see if it works for this one. I don't know if it's going to be any different because of how large Buddha is. So that's why I'm kind of honestly curious. All right, here we go. Okay, I've got my transformation. Let me go ahead and ally him. All right, got my Buddha user. Let me go ahead and talk to the NPC. Yes, sir. There we go. Try to transform, bro. What the heck? What the heck? Dog, what? That is so goofy, bro. That's so goofy. Hold on. I want him to try it with Awaken. Let me reset. Let's try this again. All right, round 2. Let's get it. Let's get it. Go ahead and get on top of me. Wait, paused. Don't clip that. Don't clip that, boys. All right, do it. Sheesh. That's kind of crazy, bro. Oh, my God. So it like shrinks him down. He's not as big as he would be, but I must say, this is still kind of crazy. This is wild. So experiment proven. Experiment number 41. If a magma user rides a Kitsune, the lava will appear on water. I don't know how true this one is. I don't really expect it to be true whatsoever, but that's what we're here for. We're here to test this out. Let's go in the water and let's see if the lava pools appear. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but it's not saving me from drowning. You got to be kidding me. So I guess this is like technically true. It's appearing, but look, it's like so delayed for 1. And for 2, it's not appearing in time for me to like actually not drown. So I don't really know what to deem this, bro. I don't really know what to deem this. I guess it's technically true. All right, boys. And for the last experiment of the video, Kitsune can glitch more than 4 people in a raid. So you see, normally you can only put 4 people in a raid. There's only 4 slots. However, with the mounting capability of Kitsune, we should be able to glitch more than 1 person in there. First step though, I need to get 2 more people in the server. All right, here we go. I got 5 people in the server. 3 of the slots are filled right now, so only slot left is me, right? So I'm gonna go over here. I'm about to ally my ult. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go transform into my tailed beast form, right? On my ult account, I'm gonna go ahead and just mount onto him. From here, I'm gonna go buy a chip, and we should be able to teleport him in with me. Let's find out. Okay, let's get in there. Teleport. Alrighty, let's see if it teleports with me. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it did. So it works. It perfectly works. That's W. And for the tiers, we have Godly at top tier, Great tier, Good tier, Meh tier, and D tier. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me change that to Dookie Fruit tier. All right, so before we get into actually rank it, I just want to say this is based off of my opinion and experience. So if you disagree, perfectly fine. Just try to keep the hate to a minimum. Also, this list is based off of grinding and PvP together. So an overall list. And for the first fruit, we're going to be rated the Spin fruit. Why the heck is it looking at me like that? I'm going to be honest, Spin is a tough fruit. Its kit really has no redeeming factors. I mean, look at this. Razor Wind. What are you going to do with that? No range, hardly any damage. Tornado Assault, hardly any combo potential. I mean, it's all right for grinding, but the PvP potential is non-existent. Helicopter Flight, worst flight in the game. Well, one of the worst fights in the game. Last but not least, we have Air Slasher, which is actually an all right move, I'm going to be honest, but leaves no room for combo potential or anything to set up anything. So yeah, I'm going to be honest with this fruit. It's only got to go one place, and that is Dookie Fruit. Straight garbage. And I don't think there'll be any arguing with that one. Next up, we're going to do the Barrier Fruit. Ooh, I hate this fruit. Look at him smiling at me like that, bro. What you got to smile about? Your fruit's garbage. Let me eat that thing real quick. Okay, now this suffers from the same reason Spin does. It's kind of crazy because this is actually a rare fruit. So how this is bad, I don't know. This thing needs a rework, man. Look at this though. Barrier Wall, like it barely has any range to it. You're not gonna hit anyone in PvP with that. Surprise attack, like this thing is slow as hell. Someone could ken that. The only good move this thing has is Barrier Prison, which can start for combo potential if you bring them back to you. But another thing this doesn't have is a good ult. Like look at this. Barrier Towers, slow release, has high end lag, so if you miss that, you're getting punished. But also the AoE is only vertical. Like you're not gonna hit anyone with this in PvP. Moral of the story is do not use Barrier. Just don't. Definitely needs a rework, although I don't see them really making Barrier that good. So let's go in a Dookie tier. Above Spin though, but I mean it's not gonna go below Spin. Next up we have the Bomb Fruit, and do I even really need an explanation for this one? You know what? I'm not giving no explanation for that. I'm putting that below Barrier. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, bro. Bomb is not good. Coming up next, we have the Spike Fruit. Now, I feel like this doesn't really need much of an explanation either. Most of the Dookie Fruits suffer from all the same things. Look at this. Spike Summon. This is good for grinding. I want to be honest. This is all right for grinding, especially with Spiky Ball. It has good AoE. However, I mean, no potential for PvP. I don't see this thing getting a rework ever, by the way, so it's probably gonna be probably one of the worst forever. It's garbage. Moves are not good. It has a bad move kit. Straight to Dookie Fruit. I'll put that above Spin though. Next up, we have one of the fruits I hate the most in the game, so this is no shocker. We have the Falcon Fruit. Now I'm gonna make this one quick. One, has a trash moveset. You waste one of the moves on Plumage, which you need this move to even use your moves. Two, it's trash for grinding. Only one of these moves are multi-target moves, and it's Wind Burst right here. And the damage is actually garbage. This move right here, Bone Crusher, is a single target move. Helps you not at all in grinding, and also good luck landing that PvP. Third, we have Soaring Beast. Oh, I guess that is a multi-target. So it has two multi-target moves, but it's still garbage. Also a trash flight. This fruit has no redeeming factors. I don't want to argue about it. Falcon, straight to Dookie Fruit, but I'm going to put it above everything else. And I honestly think that might wrap up the Dookie Fruit tier list. Falcon, Barrier, Bomb, Spike It, Spin. It's not bad, not bad. Next up, we have the Spring Fruit. Now this goes up to the next tier for one reason. When I did that random card the size my fruit video, I ended up having to use the Spring Fruit, and I'm not gonna lie, I cooked players in PvP. Now the moveset is not exactly the best, don't get me wrong. First ability Knock is not very good and has low range. However, Spring Snipe is alright. I've sniped some players with that. Spring Cannon is not bad. You're gonna have to set that up though to land this. You guys see right there. But the thing I like most about this is the Spring Leap right here. It's actually a really good mobility. You guys can see I went pretty far with that. And then Spring Emperor, which is this. You guys can see right there, Spring Emperor. It's like a big AoE which just hits multiple things. So for grinding, obviously this is worse than even the Dookie Fruit tiers. But for PvP, this actually has some solid potential. And for that is why I'm putting it at the bottom of meh tier. Next up, we have the Chop Fruit boys. This one I'm also gonna put into the meh tier, and it's actually a little bit better than the Dookie Fruit tiers. I'm gonna have to explain why. All right, so since this is the Chop Fruit, anytime you fight a sword main player in PvP or sword NPC, you're not gonna be able to be hit. So this actually makes it decent for grinding throughout the first seed, because it's almost like you have a Loki dodge. And since a lot of players in PvP use swords, it makes it a decent viable option for a counter pit. However, though, the moves are still garbage. I mean, look at this. Tackle, garbage. Dance, like no one's gonna let you hit him with that. And then Party, it's kind of like Rubber Barrage, I guess, a little bit. It's just not that good, man. Damn, this is a worse flight than Spin. Wow. Literally, the only reason this got to where it was is because of the passive, that you can't be hit by swords. That's it. The moveset is, it's worse than some of the Dookie Fruit ones. Next up after that, we have the Smoke Fruit. Moveset wise, this thing is not good. You only have 4 different abilities. But, however, where this excels is grinding. Smoke is actually not bad for grinding. This move right here, Smoke Bomber, I've cheesed so many bosses with this, and it's not bad. The damage is not bad. We also have Smoke Blast, which has some good AoE. Like, let me just show y'all real quick. Look how much damage Smoke Blast deals right here. You see that right there? 5,447. So the damage is not bad. PvP, although, just don't use this fruit for PvP. Just don't. But if you have no other fruit and you got a Smoke, I mean, you can use it for grinding. So yeah, Smoke is going above Chop and Spring and meh. Rocket Fruit next. Ah, yes. This is 10 times better than Kilo was. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Rocket, I'm gonna be honest, it's quite a bit better than some of the other fruits with Dookie Fruit. Missile Fist is actually a long range, not bad ability. Airstrike is also not that bad of an ability. It's got a cool third move as well, Rocket Crash, which I guess is kind of the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? You can catch a player who's lacking with that. Good AoE as well. Overall, it's not that bad. Would I use it? No, but it's 10 times better than Kilo was. Still though, it is gonna go at the bottom of meh. All these other ones are better. Coming up next, we got the Diamond Fruit boys. Now, Diamond for me is a bit interesting. Reason why is you have this move right here in Crust, which gives you a pretty good damage reduction for PvP, and that's the only reason really I put it on this high. It has absolutely no grinding capabilities. I mean, look at this beam and tackle. Like that did literally hardly any damage. I mean, it did half his damage. But if you're grinding, you're not gonna do that much because you have no max fruit stat. Diamond Hail is an alright ability in PvP because it's long range. Solar Flare is also alright. Does good damage. It has a little bit of stun there too. But the main factor is the damage reduction with this. Never personally ran into a good Diamond user, but for what it is, it deserves at least above Dookie Fruit. So I'm gonna put Diamond above the rest in meh. Now this next take, this one might make a lot of people mad. The Rubber Fruit right here. It's going in meh. It's going to the top of meh. Now before you get all upset, let me explain. So for grinding, first of all, just don't use this fruit for grinding, bro. It might noob to max, but every 2 hours I eat new fruit. Grinding was horrendous with this. The only really good move for grinding you have is Rush. If you gather up a bunch of NPCs and do this, you're gonna be able to do some damage. Other than that though, you know what I'm saying, it's not good for grinding really. Now for PvP, it is solid for PvP. You counter Rumble users. You can't be hit by guns. So you would think this is like probably like one of the best PvP fruits, right? Wrong. The main combo you have in PvP is something along the lines of this. Spiky Trident Pull into the Rush combo, which could be straight comboed if you're going against a Cyborg V3 user. They could also Ken it. The other abilities I feel are just not as good. I mean, Smash is a good ability. Slingshot is not as good. You have to have really good aim to utilize that. And then Cannon is also just not that good. Overall, the only reason this even made it up to here is its PvP capabilities. It's all right for PvP. I made it to 5 million bounty with this fruit alone. So don't get me wrong, it is solid, but it is held back by a lot of things. That right there though is going to wrap up the Mets here. I don't feel like this was too bad, except maybe the controversy controversial rubber pick, but oh well. Next tiers we have is good, great, and godly tier, and I'm excited to do some of these next ones. Next up though, we have the pain fruit, otherwise known as the paw fruit. Now what do I think about this fruit? So first off, we have a really kind of a long range move set. Like look, heavy paw, long range move, paw barrage, also long range move, paw nuke, also long range move with some AoE at the end of it since it's an explosion. We also have a mobility move which is self-repel, pretty much like the rumble dash except you only get one of them. Last but not least, we have the ultimate which is torture, another long range move, but if it hits him it does a damage over time, which actually does pretty good damage. You guys can see right there doing over 4,000, actually 5,000. I'm gonna be honest, for grinding this thing is, just don't use it for grinding. I do not recommend using this for grinding. I'm gonna be honest. PvP though, it is all right. It is all right. You can do combos like this where you do like spiky trident pull, boom, pop barrage, you know what I'm saying? A combo like that, and that's a good combo to use in PvP. I'm gonna be honest, with paw, it's gonna go at the bottom of good tier, simply because it's pretty much getting elevated just because of its PvP capabilities. It is good for PvP, I'll give it that. Grinding, don't use this for grinding. Let's go with an interesting one next. The spirit fruit. Ooh-wee. Where to start with this one, man? Where to start with this one? All of these moves pretty much lead into a combo, except the Frostfire Grasp. Frostfire Grasp, it is a stun ability, but it has too much N-Light to combo off of it. However, you have this one right here, Wrath of Shu, which directly leads into the ultimate right here, which can lead into a spiky trident pull and a whole combo there. So it's got combo off of combos off of combos. You also get buffs. You guys see this little spirit bar right here. If you tap it while it's on the blue side, you get speed / health buffs, like so. You guys see right there. If you tap it on the red side, it summons monsters, which you deal damage, stun. This fruit honestly is top tier. It's one of the best for PvP in the game. If you sleep on it, I suggest you learn it because this fruit is busted, man. Now for a fruit like this, there's nowhere else it deserves to go other than godly, and it's gonna go to the top of godly tier. Like not the very best, but it's definitely top 3, and I will argue with any of y'all to that on the grade. Next up, we're gonna do the control fruit. Now control is an interesting case because it's not good for both grinding and it's also not good for PvP. For PvP to even use any moves, you have to activate this control area, which, you know, you're not able to use any abilities while you use that, so you're literally a sitting duck when you're trying to activate the room. The moves themselves are not that good. This is levitate. No one's gonna sit there and let you do that. Echo knife, you have to set something up to even get this to land. Same with the ultimate. No one's just gonna sit there and let you use this ultimate. So in terms of PvP, in order to actually do good with this, you have to run a very specific build because otherwise everything's gonna get Ken tricked. Other than that though, it's not good for grinding or PvP really. So for that, I gotta put control in good tier. I'm gonna put it below pain too because I feel like pain is a little more versatile. Definitely needs a rework, man. I can't wait till control gets a rework. Okay, next fruit we're gonna do though is the sand fruit cheeseburger. Now this one's actually pretty interesting. For grinding, it's not too bad. I made the moves right here. You have Desert Blade, a long range ability that comes up pretty quick. Hardly any end lag or startup. You do also have Logia, so they can't really hit you for a while, so that helps with grinding a little bit. PvP combos are good. Sand Coffin, everything revolves around Sand Coffin. You see right here, very high stun. And then you do Sandstorm, and then you do combos, whatever. So it's really good for PvP, decent for grinding, has Logia dodge. Honestly, it's not too bad. People be sleeping on Sand a lot, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put this one at the top of good tier for now. It's not gonna be the best of good tier, but it's gonna be definitely like probably top 3 in good tier. What fruit should I do next? What fruit should I do next? I think the sound fruit is a good place to start. Now, the sound fruit is a recently released legendary fruit that honestly shocked us all. Very high damage, has a tempo meter right here that when it's full, you get faster, do more damage, take less damage. Very spammable, as you can see right here. Rhapsody, Notes, Fortissimo. Has a high AoE, multi-target hitting, stun ability. Symphonic Radiance, that little disco ball, which can lead into many different things. Has a really good ult. Like, what doesn't this fruit have? Like, this is an insane fruit, I'm not gonna lie. The damage is nice. PvP, it's nice. Actually decent for grinding, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you see the spam ability right here, boom, 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 boom. Based off of this entire moveset and everything you get with it, I'm gonna be honest, sound is going in great. It is a very good fruit. You can't go wrong eating this fruit for PvP. I would say if you're gonna be grinding or you're not max, eat a different fruit, but for PvP, can't go wrong with sound. Flame fruit next. Decent for grinding, has Logia dodges, so it'll get you through first or second C, but where it really excels is the PvP. Look at this. Prominence Burst, long range ability. Allows you to do some combo potential. You can do a spiky trident pull after that if you hit them and they don't have Ken. Blue fire bullets, good for chip damage, long range as well. Now where the real magic happens is this right here. Flaming Vortex. Launches them up, which you could do this, boom, you know what I'm saying? Do a spiky trident, start any type of fighting style combo. It's really nice. So for PvP, I feel like people be sleeping on this a lot. They be thinking it's worse than it is, but it's not half bad. And because of that, I have to put this towards the top of good. Gravity fruit next. next, our third mythical of the video. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not holding back on this one, boys. I'm not holding back. If you're a gravity main, you may get upset. Firstly, this moveset is actually terrible for grinding. Gravity push, it does have some AoE, but the damage is just not there. Gravity obeisance is a pretty good both for PvP and grinding. However, the damage also leaves something to be desired. Meteor pitch, that move is lacking both in PvP for grinding. And then meteor rain is all right for grinding, but it has a lot of knockback. So the chances you're gonna hit all those meteors are very low. Now, this is a stun fruit, so for PvP, it is all right. You could do combos like this, like Bloodbane Drain, Spiky Trident Pull, Gravity Obeisance, and this is a decent combo. It does good damage, right? But the thing is, there are so many other stun fruits that do exactly what Gravity does, except 10 times better. It 100% needs a rework, so because of that, I'm gonna put it in between Pain and Control. These three are pretty much one and the same. Alrighty, Quake next. Now, Quake is an interesting fruit. I feel like this is not that bad of a fruit. Maybe not for grinding. I wouldn't use it for grinding. It's just, it only has 4 abilities. One of them is a single target move, you can see right there, so not for AoE. Air Crusher, it is kind of a narrow AoE move. You can't really like turn it. It's not like big AoE. Special Shockwave is a nice move. Damage is not really there though. And Sea Quake, obviously, you know, it doesn't really do that much damage, I'm gonna be honest. Like, look at that. Only 2,000 damage for that. Not that good. Now, where I feel this fruit really excels is PvP. I've faced good Quake users. They are a problem. The only issue with Quake is that every single move has really long end lag. So with this fruit, you have to be perfect. If you miss any moves, you're leaving yourself up to be punished. So while I feel Quake is pretty decent, I'm gonna put it above Pain and Gravity though. Hopefully, maybe one day in the future, we'll see a Quake rework. I think that'd be lit, because I do not think they did Quake that much justice in this game, bro. Whitebeard is stronger than that. Love fruit next. This one is interesting. Now, Love recently got a rework at the beginning of 2023, which honestly made it really good for PvP. Okay, first off, we have Heart Shot, which is a really long range ability that has decent AoE, so it's solid for grinding. We have Cupid Zone. Anyone in here gets stunned, so you can do combos like this. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You have Irresistible Attraction, which pulls them towards you, also stuns. You have Best Friend, which is a problem in PvP. They pull out their best friend, they have Cupid Zone, they're pulling out combos on you. You're getting hit by him and your best friend. It can get toxic, bro. A good Love user, they're problematic. I'm not gonna lie. This kid is very nice. Not as good for grinding, but it really excels in PvP. And because of that, I honestly think Love is a great fruit. Now, it's not gonna be at the top of great. It's probably gonna be at the middle or lower end of great, but it is very good fruit. Can't go wrong with it. The list is coming together, boys. The list is coming together. Hopefully, I haven't pissed any of y'all off too much. Yes, the dough fruit next. The dough fruit. Does this really need an explanation? You know, I'm gonna give it an explanation. First of all, for this one, you have low get dodge. You guys can see right there. So it's all right for grinding. I did a Doom to Max with dough, and it actually wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Long range ability, Brain Dead, Missile Jab. You can just spam that. Very long range. Also has stupid AoE. So even when you think you're not close, you're still gonna get hit. Pasty River, which has a 2 use to it. Look at this. If you jump up and use it in the air, it does this whole like fist barrage combo, which actually does crazy damage. Piercing Clothesline. This move. Oh, I hate getting hit by this move in PvP. Look at this. Look at this right here. It slams them up, slams them down, and you can basically just start stupid combos with this. I'm gonna be honest, man. Dough has got it all. Grinding, brain dead combos in PvP, low get dodge, spam ability. I hate facing this fruit in PvP. It's stupid. It's stupid. I'm gonna be honest, man. It'd be criminal to put dough in any other tier other than godly. It's going in godly, 100%. And I ain't arguing or debating y'all on that ever. Blizzard, huh? Interesting. I honestly feel like Blizzard is a well-rounded fruit. It's got some good spam ability, long-range abilities, high AoE. Look at that, very high AoE. All of these moves hit multiple targets. You guys can see right here. Oh, by the way, this is a low get dodge. You can see right there. PvP, you don't really have as much combos. However, this right here, look at this domain expansion right here. Like, it is really spammable. So it's good for grinding and PvP. All-arounder fruit. I'm gonna be honest. This is not really like too bad in any ways. And the only issue is nobody uses this because it has no hype around it. It's not really a fun fruit to use, I would say. But for that, all the reasons I just listed, I'd say it has to be a great fruit. Definitely below Love, I'd feel, because I feel like Love is just better in a lot of ways. But can't deny it's a great fruit. Let's get the ghost fruit out the way next. I don't have one of these permanents, so I'm about to eat this right now. Now, the ghost fruit just got a really deserved rework, and because of that, it's going to be a lot higher than I would have put it if it didn't get that rework. So the first move is pretty much the same as before. It's a launch that stuns. Kind of a little bit hard to combo off that because of the end lag on this, but the next move, Special Release, is a good ability that has some stun and allows you to go combo. Third move, which I believe is the best move in the kit, Cries of the Underworld. It stuns there for a while. Actually has some decent long range, which allows for combo potential. Then you have Ghostbusters. Now, Ghostbusters I don't feel is really as useful for PvP. However, because of Ghostbusters, this makes this actually a decent grinding fruit. Like you can see right here, my Ghostbuster guy is packing up this guy right now, bro. They also use your fighting style. So you can see I'm using Sanguine art. So the Ghostbusters are also using using Sanguine Art. If you're just using combat or something, it's not really gonna be as good. Now, this isn't the best PvP fruit. The main thing I would say for PvP that's a problem is that the passive. When you die, you come back with 50% health. That's nice. Put that with the rework and that it has actual combo potential now. You know what I'm saying? I would say this is not that bad of a fruit. So due to all these factors, I would put Ghost in the upper tier of good. I'm gonna put that above Flame. While we're at it, let's go ahead and wrap up the good tier. Next up, we have Magma. Magma's going in good tier because of a few reasons. So obviously, it is a low get dodge. You guys see right here, it can't be hit. It is very good for grinding. The damage is super high. Look at that. 16,000 damage just off of one move. So for grinding, this is immaculate. You can get from level 1 first C all the way to third C with Magma alone. It's just gonna be boring. The issue with this that holds it back a little bit is its PvP capabilities. The moves are all very slow. It's a little tough to hit, especially in today's meta with high-paced one-shot combos. Magma just doesn't have that. It's not really a combo fruit. So PvP really holds it back. Grinding is immaculate with this fruit though. So because of that, I'm putting this in good tier. I put it above Flame because of the grinding. Now the last fruit that I'm gonna put in good, this one may be a bit controversial. Actually, I don't think anyone will disagree with this. Phoenix. I don't really think Phoenix really like excels in any category, to be honest. Like, it's a good fruit, has good damage, has the healing capabilities right here. The moves are not all that great though. It has an M1, I guess, so it has some spammability and some combo potential like that, but no one really uses this fruit for a reason. It doesn't really excel in any category, and there are fruits that do exactly what Phoenix does, except better, man. I want to be honest. Yeah, man, I'm pretty confident about that placing. I don't think Phoenix is good enough to be great, but I don't think it's bad enough to be under good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Phoenix at pretty much the top 4 in good. And that's gonna wrap up good tier right there. I guess I'll find out once I upload this video and the comments come through. We only have the godly tier and the great tier next, boys, and we have under 15 fruits remaining. Okay, next up on the list, I'm gonna do the Buddha fruit. I'm gonna be honest, this one's pretty easy to place. There's not really any complications with this one. 100% the best fruit at grinding because of this move right here, shift. Whenever you're grinding, you'll always be able to hit enemies, but you'll be just out of the range to where they can never hit you. So this is the best fruit for grinding, hands down, or at least one of the best, top 2. This fruit is also really good at PvP for those same reasons. You can literally just catch people lacking in PvP just by M1 spamming. Let's say you went up to them, did soul guitar, then you just M1 spam them to death, bro. You can catch people lacking like that. I've gotten caught lacking like that. So this fruit is really good for both PvP and grinding. However, I'm going to put it in the middle of great tier. I know I probably just made a lot of y'all upset. How isn't it godly, Winter? How isn't it godly? It is 100% getting carried by its PvP capabilities. While yes, I did just say you can get caught lacking in PvP with it. If you're going against a good player that knows what they're doing, all they're going to do is outrange you as Buddha. So it's really only great for grinding. Next up, we have the spider fruit. This one may be a little personal bias, I'm not gonna lie. I personally think this one is underrated. You got high mobility right here, right? You got good damage dealing moves. You got long range move with older here sniper. You could literally snipe someone across the map with that. You got good combos and easy combos. Well, look at this. Silk Prison, straight into Heavenly Punishment, and this deals insane damage. It's also not too bad for grinding. I mean, like, it's not terrible for grinding. There's better fruits out there. I wouldn't use this for grinding, but for PvP, I think it's underrated. I really do. Like, hold on, let me just show you what I'm talking about real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. Silk Prison, boom. Heavenly Punishment, hit him there. Still going, boom. Combo's not even done yet. Sanguine Art, get a whole entire Sanguine Art combo right there. If you have Cyber V3, bro, I'm convinced that's gonna kill 30 million body player right there. So because of that, I'm gonna put this at the bottom of great. Coming up next, we have the Shadow Fruit. Now this one I've never used personally, so I'm not gonna do a little move showcase. I don't use this for PvP. I know it's trash for grinding, but it does have insane one-shot combos. We're gonna put this in great, but we're gonna put this like kind of like in the middle of great. Next up, we have the Ice Fruit, boys. Those of you who not know this game, y'all know this one's getting placed high. So first off, this thing has low gear dodges. Okay, well these NPCs have hockey, but it also has M1s, so it's actually not half bad for grinding. This can get you through first and second C pretty easily, especially if you have it awakened. Where it really excels is the PvP. Let me show y'all the most brain dead easy combo that even someone who just started playing the game can do. Okay, so you do Flash Step, absolute 0, right? Then you spam Unawakened C, right? Then you use Cold Storm, M1, 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 M1. Then you do a whole little combo, whatever it is. And I guarantee you, bro, if you have Cyborg V3, that is killing even a 30 million bounty player. That is crazy. So yeah, Ice is easily like one of the better PvP fruits in the game. Right now, it's going under Sound and great. All right, now the Dark Fruit. The Dark Fruit and Ice are pretty much one and the same. They're both stun fruits. The only difference is Dark doesn't have as much good damage and it has better mobility. You guys can see right here, like that. Also, a benefit to Dark is that you can use their moves in air. So unlike Ice, you need to be on the ground to use absolute 0, which is why Ice isn't in godly tier. Dark, it's a bit slower too, so if you use your moves and you miss, you get punished. I think both are pretty much one and the same a little bit. It's just Ice is slightly better than Dark. Dark is more versatile at the exchange for being slower. I'm honestly gonna put them right next to each other. You can make it really far in PvP with Dark. It's just the grinding is worse. And actually, now that I brought up the grinding, I'm gonna put this below Buddha just because of that, because the grinding with Dark is treacherous. adventurous. Only a few fruits left, boyos. And for this next one, I'm gonna go Venom. Now, I feel this needs hardly any explanation, bruh. You know what? Let me just do it. All the entire move kit. For grinding, PvP, whatever you're using it for, boss farming, it's good. Look at this. Poison daggers, spam ability, has pretty good damage, right? Has damage over time as well, poison. Noxious shock, long range auto aim ability, which also deals a lot of damage, has damage over time. Toxic fog, any enemy that gets close to you gets poisoned and their screen starts like hallucinating or whatever, right? Serpent's Wrath. You think this is just a flight, right? Wrong. Deals damage. So it has really long abilities, low cooldowns, so you can constantly spam it. One of these moves basically has auto aim, and guess what? To top it all off, you have a fury meter and a transformation. Let me show y'all. Transformation right here, right? And all of your moves have changed. Well, only 2 of them. So now Serpent's Wrath, you guys can see, it has 3 dragons floating around it, which when you use it, the dragons attack enemies nearby. Extra damage, right? Look at this. Toxic fog, big poison cloud, and anyone who stays in the middle of this is going to take a lot of damage. And to keep him in the middle of it, all you have to do is just use your moves, right? Keep him in there, deal tons of damage. I did a noob to max with Venom, and it was one of the easiest noob to maxes I've done yet. It's really good for grinding. It's definitely a problem in PvP. Whoever you run into with this, they're going to get annoyed, bros. They're going to get annoyed. For that, it can't go anywhere other than godly. Mammoth fruit next. Now, this kit is pretty good for grinding. I won't lie. You have this transformation right here, which makes everything able to be spammed. Where Mammoth kind of lacks is combo ability. The combos aren't really there. It's pretty much you just go in Mammoth form and you spam. And you also have long ranged abilities and, you know, good stuff like that. With Mammoth, even though it's really good, I mean, we're gonna say it's kind of tied with Dark. Next up, we have the light fruit. I want to make this one quick, right? Okay, so you have M1s with it. You also have Logia dodges, so a lot of NPCs are not gonna be able to hit you. Spammable moves, boom, you guys can see right here. A lot of moves can start a combo with it, you know what I'm saying? So easy combos, Light Speed Destroyer, you guys can see right there. Every move pretty much ties into each other almost. So it's very spammable, good for grinding, although I feel like there are just fruits that do what this fruit does, except better. Like, there are better spam fruits than light. So this is really good. We'll put it above dark even because it's better for grinding. Okay, that's the end of great tier. All these next ones below are above great tier. Let me order great tier real quick. So far, I feel like I've done pretty well in this. Like, I've tried to consider all aspects. My personal experience with grinding and PvP, I think we're doing good. Dragon next. Now, this is going to be liable to change very soon. Dragon is getting a rework very soon. Grinding Dragon is not that good. It's not the worst, but it's not that good. PvP is where it really excels. We got a super easy combo, one-shot combo I'm about to show you guys. Our Dragon Shower. So I can try to pull, boom. You go like this, then you use God Human C, and then Heat Wave Beam. The only thing Dragon really suffers with is dealing with air campers. So if you deal with air campers, it's kind of tough, but then that's why you have this. You know what I'm saying? The Dragon form. So obviously Dragon is going in godly tier, man. It's going in godly tier above Venom, below Doe. I think that's a good place. All right, for these next two, they're pretty much going to be tied. We're going to put Portal under Spirit, and we're going to put Rumble under Portal. I'm going to be honest, Portal and Rumble are pretty much the same fruits. They're both stun-based fruits. They have slightly different nuances, but they both have very high mobility. They're both stun-based. They both combo a lot. Now, to be completely transparent, I think Spirit, Rumble, and Portal are probably the top 4 PvP fruits in the game. You probably wonder what the 4th one is. We'll get into that later. Portal, you have the Portal V spamming loops, all that annoying stuff. Rumble, you have the Rumble X, the, you know, Thunderball Destruction, all those stuns, high mobility with the dashes. Portal, you have the ability to escape any combos. So yeah, I'm gonna put those there. Next up, we have Leopard. People overrate Leopard a lot. It's a godly fruit, don't get me wrong. It's not as good as all these ones. I'm gonna put it below Doe, above Dragon. I know what y'all think. I'm sure I've made a lot of y'all upset right there, but think about it. You have the transformation mode, which you can spam a lot here, right? But as for one-shot combos, there ain't much with Leopard, are there? There are combos out there that one-shot, but I feel like they're not as good and they're like harder to do than what you could do with Spirit, Portal, Rumble, or Doe. So Leopard obviously is a godly fruit, no denying that. Just the spam alone can get you really far with Leopard, but I don't think is as good as these other 4 right here. Next up, we have the T-Rex fruit. I want to be honest, the kit on this one is pretty good. Long-ranged abilities, combo potential, especially with Predator Screech. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Start combos like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good for combos and stuff like that. Also decent for grinding because you have M1s and you also have a transformation. So this is 100% a godly fruit, no denying that. The damage is really high. Now, some people say this damage is even almost as high as magma, but the difference between this and magma is the combo potential is really nice. And I'm gonna be honest, when you go in this transformation right here, it's deadly. So if you hit somebody, you see that icon above their head. If you run away from them, they take damage over time. So this is gonna stop runners right in their tracks, boys. You also got some bird damage with this as well on top of the damage over time. I think it's a really good addition to the game. I really like it. I feel like T-Rex is honestly above Leopard, below Doe. In godly tier, all of these are pretty much around the same, just slight differences. is. Last but not least, though, we have Kitsune, and this is no brainer. Kitsune is the best fruit in the game, man. I'm not even gonna go into detail why Kitsune is the best fruit in the game. If you've ran into a Kitsune or you've seen maybe some of the videos or some of the combos, you understand how brain dead Kitsune is, man. It is a problem to deal with. So yeah, that is our entire tier list completely finished right there. I honestly felt like I did a good job with this. I took a lot of time to think about the placements. Build 1: Death Step, Rumble, Soul Guitar, and Run Go. Now we actually got a pretty decent one to start off with, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm not that good with Death Step, so let's see how this actually goes in real use. I hopped into a new server. There's a guy right here. He's a level 2600, and I bet you guys are wondering why I'm even doing this video. Well, the goal is to see if I can get a W with all of the builds you guys send in, no matter how difficult it may be. Also, to make this a little more challenging on myself than it already is, for every 3 deaths, I have to give away a permanent mythical fruit. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying my hardest not to die. We got a guy right here. He's using, I think Gravity Blade and Portal, so we're gonna have to watch out for this guy. Hold on, let me see. Let me get into my little skill log right here with Death Step. Ooh, you wanna use that? You wanna use that, huh? Let me do this. Sheesh. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh, is he running? Is he running? Hold on, hold on. No way he's running. No way he's running. Wind Bullet, he missed his little thing. Rengoku. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. He got the Sanguine thing on. He got the Sanguine thing on. Oh, we're cooking now. We're cooking now, boys. Oh, we got a damn. Someone just took my kill. No, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, say less. Well, we did all that work for nothing then. We did all that work for nothing then. All good. I ain't too worried about it. I ain't too worried about it. Lightning Beast. I think I can take down this T-Rex. He may have took my kill, but that doesn't mean I can't kill him in exchange. Let me do this. Do that. Vermilion Drill. Boom, boom. Straight up cooking this man. Straight up cooking this man, bro. Straight up cooking him. Hold on. Fight back, bro. And we're gonna end this. Oh my god, bro. Why? Why do they all go V4? Why do they all go V4? Yep. Got him here. Got him here. Got him here. Boom, boom, boom. GG. 12,906 honor. First build done with. Not bad for the first build, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not used to using Death Step, so I tried to cook there. But don't get fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Just because this build was decent does not mean I'm not gonna get a bunch of bad builds later on in the video. But moving on to build number 2, we have Spring, Longsword, Dark Step, and Serpent Bow. Literally just a complete downgrade from my current build. I thought I was cooking a little bit with Death Step, but I don't know if I can do the same thing with Dark Step, bro. All right, let's get that learned. We ready to go. No clue how I make it through this one, boys. No clue. Let me see. Do we have any like high-level players in this server? I don't think we do. Our very next server, I have a level 2000 right here. You know, let's give this our all. Let's give this our all, boys. Let's give this our all. Spring Snipe, level 2000. There was no mention of me having to fight high levels. Let me see. Can I even get him with any of these abilities? Oh, I tried to hit him with the flying kick, but I literally just walked into his damn portal move. Hold on. Let me activate this. Let me do this. Glorious Smash. Boom. Come on. Let me hit him at least with some Dark Step move. I tried to hit that barrage. I just completely missed that. Where's he going? Please don't. Got him in here. Annihilate. Boom, boom. Ooh, bro, he tried to teleport me in there, but I just went like God mode and just destroyed him, bro. I used it against him. He used his own trick against him. Are you coming back here, bro? Are you coming back here? Oh, GG's. Wait, that was you? Oh, that is you. Level 2018. Hey, GG, Peanut. I'm honestly surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to move off this build without dying at least once. But hey, I'll take it. Build number 3. We got God, Human, Gravity, Dark Blade, and Kabucha. And in the message, they also specified that they wanted me to be Mink specifically, so we're not gonna get any race advantages this time. Let me go ahead and try to swap. Hopefully we can get Mink first try. Come on, first try Mink luck. Let's see. And we get Angel. All right, what about the second try? Let's see if we get it second try. Shark. You know what they say, boys? Third time's the charm. That's like one of my favorite sayings. Let's see if it comes into effect this round. And we get Angel. Dog. But what about the fourth? Shark? Finally, we got a rabbit. That took like 7 tries. All right, we got the rest of the build built down below. And you know, just to make this most interesting, we're gonna go with fruit stats. All right, we're ready. Got a max level 2600 right over there. All right, perfect. This is actually pretty interesting because this may be one of the last times we actually get to use gravity before it gets reworked, ladies and gentlemen. So just enjoy this. Boom, hit him with the God Human Sea straight into gravity push. Let's see. Maybe we got to fight. Blazing Phoenix. Is he just giving up? Are you just giving up, my boy? Why are you doing this, bro? Why are you giving up, dog? You could literally just fight back. You could literally just fight back right now, and you're choosing not to. All right, you know what? I'll put you out of your misery, bro. I'll put you out of your misery like this. Me boy. Huh? Wait, is that a hacker? What? Okay, I guess bro just disappeared out of thin air. I don't understand what the heck just happened. Did he just teleport right over here? Hold on, is he still in combat over here? No way. He is still in combat over here. Hold on, let me get that kill. I'm not gonna count that because he literally didn't fight back a single time. But I will take that bounty though, me boy. Dang hackers, bro. I tell you, dang hackers. All right, the real fight begins now. I'm going against a 13 million bounty player named 1000 Bricks, and he has the ice fruit. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. All right, you know what? Let me do this. Gravity push. push. A little bit of damage. That's 4,000 damage right there. Oh, this guy's got Sanguine. Okay. Let me do this. See if I can land a little bit of Dark Blade abilities. Nope, I can't. Let me do this. Try to snipe where he's going. Meteor pitch. Oh. I know he's coming for me. Boom, boom. Yep. Okay, deal a little bit of chip damage. We're cooking, boys. If we can just completely neutralize his ice, we're good. Let me get him here. Boom. Where you at? Where you going, bro? Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Snipe up there. Oh, I pushed him into the meteor, bro. Wait, this guy's lagging. He's literally, bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna put an end to this. This guy's lagging literally beyond like prediction. I don't even understand what the heck is even happening. Got another ice user in there. All right. Boom. GG. 18,200 honor. I'm moving off the build, bro. That guy was lagging literally so bad, moving in 8-bit. I don't even know what was happening. That's third build out the win. We haven't died a single time yet. We on a roll. But I have a feeling it's gonna go downhill. We just got carried by God Human. Moving on to build number 4, though, we have Bomb, Electric Claw, Katana, and Acidum Rifle. I'm cooked. Well, no point trying to delay the inevitable. Let's just try to get this one out the way and done. I've gotten fruit stats, and I feel like my best bet is trying to come up with a combo with E-Claw and Bomb together. Is this a hacker right here? What the heck? Yo, peep that username, boys. Let's get this guy banned. Let me see if I can even find anyone in this server, bro. The hope is that we get this done as quick as possible. No one at Sea Castle. All right, let me check Hydra Town. Anyone at Hydra Town? Oh, that's a Kitsune. That is a Kitsune. I think I'm very good on that. I don't know why I don't do this more often, but I could always just equip Pale Scarf and see if there's anybody in the sea that's around my level. Yeah, there's a couple people. Okay, so I have a few options, and I think the one I'm gonna go after is that level 2,600 over there. Now he's over here at Haunted Castle, but I believe this guy's AFK right now. Hold on, let me give him a little warning hit just to see if he comes back. Freezing_Rob. Yo, you gonna come back, my boy? You gonna come back, bro? He's not coming back. But a 4 million bounty player just joined the server. Hold on. It would appear he's at the mansion. With any luck, he'll want to fight me and seek me out as well. Let me do a quick switcheroo. Let's switch over to Portal, teleport over there myself, and then back to Bomb. There he is here. He said, "Are you real?" You know what? Let's get this guy in PvP. He has to fight me now. Go ahead and stun him there. We're in a fight, boys. Oh, he's T-Rex. Oh, no. Targeted Bomb. Come on. I can do this. All right. Let me do this. Bomb grab. Targeted Bomb. Spiky Smoke. Okay. Ooh, wee. All right. Let me do this. Let me see if he comes into any mines. No way he'd do that, right? Got him there. Targeted Bomb. Let's do this. Explosive jump. Why are we actually cooking him? Hold on. Let me throw a little bit of katana moves in there. Bomb grab. Let me do this. I have to finish this guy off with a bomb move. Uh-oh. That's not good. He's turning the tide of the battle. All right, you know what? Forget finish him off with a bomb move. Let's finish him off just in general with Bomb. I have 6,000 health left. He may be able to finish me off with this combo alone. Oh, he messed it up. I'm not gonna lie. If he would have been able to follow up on that, would have been GG's. Would have actually been GG's. All right, let me see. Can I finish him off with a bomb move? No, I don't think so. Boom and boom. There we go. We finished him off a bomb grab. 12,964 honor. Done beautifully. Damn, I just took away his 4 million bounty. Damn. Oh, he's enabling PvP. I'm good. One and done with this build, bro. One and done, bro. Anyways, let's get into the next build. Next up, we got Wando, Electric, Kabucha, and Rubber. Also, he specified that I couldn't use V4 and I need to have fruit stats. Like, just why? Just why? You could have at least gave me sword stats with that. But all right, bro. I guess. I mean, I literally get no support for my fighting style, but at the very least, I do have rubber fruit stats. That's all right, bro. This is such a scuffed build. Like, I'm literally not killing anybody with this unless I get lucky. What type of war zone situation have I gotten myself in? All right, hold on. You know what? This is probably actually my best scenario of getting off this build. Let me see. Okay, boom, smash. Come on. Can I actually kill someone here? Please. No. Not the dough. Hold on. Boom. Got him. Oh, I got him, boys. You know what? I'm not satisfied with that, though. I actually want to get something decent. What am I meant to do? All right, let me see. Maybe I can get him here. Okay. Bro, his damn thing pushed me back. All right, push him there. I can actually win this with just rubber alone, I believe. Like, if I just play this smart, I could actually win this with rubber alone, to be honest. That's provided I play it smart, though. If I just decide to start playing dumb, like, a lot of bad stuff could happen, realistic. Okay, him here. Boom. Oh, I thought I had him. Damn it, bro. Now, the fact that the guys said I can't use V4 and I have to use fruit stats, like, this is what's making this really tough, bro. Like, he's just whittling me down. Bro, he literally... Oh, I had him in my thing, bro. That would have been it. Oh, bro. Please. Okay, he missed that. I'm literally, like, in such a tough position right now. Oh. Bro, how does he keep getting out of that. I literally timed that perfectly, and then he just gets out of it. That's so upsetting. That's so upsetting, bro. Got them here. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm literally in the worst position. I'm literally in the worst position. Oh, you know, I'm running. I don't care. I literally had like 800 health there for a second. Hold on. I know he wants to kill me bad. Oh, I forgot he had the diamond V. What am I doing? Let me get up here. Yes, sir. Hold on. I know that boy desperate for me. Pause. That actually sounds so crazy. I'm dead. I'm cooked. Yeah, that's one death. That's one death right there, bro. Oh my gosh. We got third partied. Yeah, this build is scuffed. That's one death. 2 more and I'll have to give away a permanent mythical fruit, bro. We were on such a roll too until we got to this. Honestly, I think my best bet is probably gonna be just leaving the server altogether. I'm getting 2v1 right now, and I don't think I'll find any gaps to actually kill them because I already don't have a fighting style, so that's tough. And then the moment I do start anything, I have the diamond or the dough user killing me. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop. servers. Gonna find a way to get out of this. All right, very next server. Let's try to make this quick, ladies and gentlemen. There's a max level player almost right there. Is that a hacker? Bro, you have to be kidding me. All right, you know what? I'll take it. Come on.
Bye bye.
What? All right, how am I supposed to catch that? Bro? Is he just going around fighting people? This build is cancerous, bro. It got me teamed on. It got me my first death in a video. Now I can't even find a fight. Brother, oh my god, I just joined a server and I instantly get hit with the ice before I can even react. All right, hold on. What is happening? I don't even care. I do not anymore. I couldn't even react to what was happening before I even got hit with the ice V. This guy needs help. So I'm gonna take him right here. Oh, he has cyborg. There's no way I died twice with the same build. Oh, I might. Yo, the no V4 clause is insane. It's about to give me the second loss. I died. Oh, that's two deaths. That's two. One more and we're cooked. This build is literally impossible, boys. This build is literally impossible. Electric tackle. Come on. Why am I fighting a V4 guy? Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Let me do this. Oh, we're cooking. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Where's he at? Did he just? He did, didn't he? No. Please. Okay. That's the second guy. I used their trick against them. That's the second guy of the video. Hey, we're moving off this build, bro. That was enough for me. 2 deaths, bro. 2 deaths. 1 more. And we got to give away a permanent mythical fruit. But we're done with build 5 for now, bro. We're done with build 5. Yeah, y'all just got a taste of the cancerous builds we're going to be dealing with today. Moving on to build number 6, though. Finally, Dovey 2, Spiky Trident, Sanguine, and Skull Guitar. Finally, a good, actual decent build. I'm going to take this. All right, got the build down below ready, and I'm down to fight. Ooh, that's a lot of people at Throttle Mansion. Ooh, I just might get jumped. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this guy didn't specify not using V4, so if we get jumped, I'm using V4 100%. Let me see, what's the highest bounty server in this guy? 11.4 million. It's this guy right here, Elite 505. Portal, Gravity Cane, Dragonstorm. Yeah, typical meta build. Anyone here down to fight? All right, bet. We got this guy right here, Elite 505. Come on, bro. You already stepped out. Now, the build I have right now isn't exactly the best because Sanguine doesn't really combo that well into Dough. I don't even think there's really much true combos, but each thing on their own is really kind of like very good, so I should be straight. Is this guy gonna 1v1 though, bro? Nah, I don't think he wants to smoke. Maybe this guy does though, this Yeti. All right, next server, because I couldn't find anyone in the previous one. We got a guy named Zoro, a 6.8 million bounty player. 1v1, bro. 1v1. He's already saying big fan. Oh, perfect. We got him, boys. Let's get this going. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's a portal. Okay. No worries. Now we could just spam. Oh wait. Oh, what's that lag? All right, you know, I'm just gonna throw all this out. Okay. Oh my god, the lag is insane. All right, he said in chat he's an African player or something like that. Are we in African servers right now? Huh? Yo, what is happening? I'm literally using moves while in my damn dough donut. What? That's a hard word to say. Dough donut. Bro, please. What is happening? What? My hands aren't even on my keyboard. Bro. All right, bro. Hold on, let me reset. This is insane. Well, due to technical difficulties, I don't know what the heck happened there. Let's keep this going. Let's get out this fruit quick. All right, he got me in his skull guitar there. Let me hit him back with my skull guitar. All right, where's he at? I think he's over here. Let me do this. Bro, how did that miss? All right, you know what? That's just the lag diff right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, let me get him here. Go fusillade. All right, got him there. Boom, and boom. GG's. 15,682 honor. All right, even in like 300 ping cooking. I guess I'm cooking still. Let's move on from this. Build 6, very easy as expected. But let me just say this next build, it's about to get painful, literally. Because for build number 7, we have Pain, Dark Blade, Superhuman, and Bizarre Rifle. My success rate with this one is gonna be like very low. I mean, it's already crazy with Pain, but Bizarre Revolver too? Like really? And to top it all off, he doesn't even give me like Spiky Trident for combo potential. It gave me Dark Blade. Like what am I meant to do with this? We're on a new server though. I'm gonna attempt, very much so, only attempt to get this done. I mean, my best bet is fighting at 2.5 million. I'm just gonna be fully transparent. It's a level 1649 right there. Okay, that's not gonna count. I have to at least get bounty from him. Oh, there's nobody in this server. All right, another server. I'm just gonna say who here wants to 1v1. Let's see if we can fight anybody. Literally using Pain, Superhuman, Dark Blade, and Bizarro. Like there should be nobody scared to 1v1 me with it. Oh, I think I see someone right here. Is that a Kitsune? Hold on. This may be tough. This may be tough, boys. This may be tough. Oh, bro, he got the safe zone. Why would you be scared to fight me? 2 versus 1. 1v1. I'm not trying to 2v1 you. Oh, there's Yeti. Oh, let me say Yeti, back off. Come on, Yeti. Just let me finish my 1v1, bro. I need to get off this build. All right, here he is right here. I private messaged him, come to Sea Castle. Let me just see if he actually comes over here. Oh, here he is. Now, I'm going to be honest, fighting a Kitsune with Dragon Trident is definitely not the smartest idea considering the build I got, but let's try to make it work. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, yep. I see the type of fight this is going to be. Let me just try my best, though. Okay, yep. Okay, yeah. He has ghoul. That's GG's, brother. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, boys. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Not gonna lie, I went to 2nd C because I just don't see it happening. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull off a W with this build in 3rd C against better players. It's not happening. Rip_God. He said, oh my god, yo. Portal Buddy Sword. Let me say down to 1v1. Probably a bad idea since this guy's Portal Buddy Sword. He's probably decent at the game. He said yes. All right, you know what? Let's do this. There he is right there. Okay, we're fighting. All right. Can I get him with this? This Pain. Blox root spawn. Okay, I'm not worried about that now. I'm not worried about that right now. Oh, how did that even hit me? I wasn't even close to that. All right, bro. There's no way I lose this too, right? Oh, that hit. Oh, maybe we can actually kill this guy. Hold on. I'm getting a little bit of hope. Get him there. Boom. Beast Owl Pounce. You may be using Buddy Sword, but you ain't like that, bro. No, sir. GG's. Oh, finally, bro. 12,657 honor. We're done with this trash build. We're done. Moving on to build number 8, though. We have Spin, Hollow Scythe, Dragon Breath, and Slingshot. You know what? Low key, I don't think this is as bad as the other one. That's kind of crazy to say, but I have a feeling this build's gonna be better. All right, we got Dragon Breath right here. Let me go ahead and learn it. We got the Spin Fruit now. And last but not least, he wants me to equip the Hollow Scythe. He also specified he wanted me to use Blox Fruit stats, so we're gonna go ahead and just go with that, which is gonna make this a lot harder, but I'm gonna go ahead and fight the same guy I just fought because he said, do you want to run it back in chat? So that's exactly what we're about to do. Let me see. Maybe I can beat him with this. All right. Hit him with that. Boom. See, look at this, bro. Spin is so much better than Pain. Like, at least I get moves that are not bad. And I have Dragon Breath, which is not terrible either. Ooh, okay. I see what you're working with. All right. Boom. Dragon Flames. We're cooking, boys. Ooh, we killed him easy. 12,645 honor. Somehow we cooked with this build, man. I knew this was gonna be better than the Pain one. I just knew it, bro. Like the fact that we get moves like this with Spin and Tornado Assault, which are actually easy to land, made that whole lot easier. Moving on to build number 9, though, we have Sharkman, Karate, Falcon, Trident, and Dual Flintlock. And for some reason, he wants me to run sword stats. This is gonna sound crazy, but even with this build with Falcon, I still feel like this is gonna be more doable than the Pain one. I've never really used Trident though in PvP. This is gonna be interesting, but at least we get something like Dual Flintlock. All right, got the stats right. Let me go ahead and hop servers. We're done using this easy server. Let's move on. All right, there's a 3.2 million bounty player in here. Let me see. Where is he at? There he is over there. Okay, so Kree's right over there. Let me see. Let me activate something that's gonna help me a little bit. Leviathan Shield. All right, Plumage. Let's fly our way over there. I think he's active and moving. Hold on. He is. Hold on. Boom. Oh, he's spamming. Oh my god, my health. What the heck? Oh, nah, bro. Oh, nah. Okay, hold on. We gotta take this guy serious. I see you ain't no joke. Bro. Oh, no, bro. Okay, you know what? That's 4 deaths. That's 4 deaths on the video. All right, I did not think I was gonna lose that, bro. The M1 spam was, that was kind of crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of crazy. It ain't gonna happen again. I'm telling you right now, it ain't happening again, bro. That's 4 deaths. If I die 2 more times, that means I have to give away another permanent mythical fruit. All right. Woo. Telling you boys, we're not losing again. We're cooking. Hold on. Don't run now, buddy. Where you going?
going? Does Buddy think he's cooking? Does Buddy think he's cooking? He is cooking. He is cooking. He is cooking. V4, 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 V4. Hey, when in doubt, V4 it out. Now we can do stuff like this. Now we can do stuff like this. I don't know if he's like M1 glitching or something like that because he feels like he's doing way more damage than he should. All right, do this. Let's do this. Water pulse. GG's. He's done. Finally, bro. Whew. I had to pop V4 to do that, which is kind of sad. I'm not going to lie, bro. But the way this man was spamming, the damage he was doing with CDK, hey, that's build 9 done, bro. He's activating PvP again, dog. Promise you don't want this. Promise you don't want this, bro. I'm about to make the same mistake twice. I messed around and died. I messed around. I thought I had that. You know what? That right there, that's 5 deaths of the video. That's 5 deaths of the video. One more death, and I got to get rid of 2 permanent mythical fruits. I don't even know why I messed around with this guy, bro. Let me go ahead and make a note that I died 5 times. Sorry, Buddha spammer. We're done. We're done. But enough messing around. We're moving on to the 10th build now, which is Sand, Saber, Death Step, and Kabucha. It allows me to use any stats, which is perfect for us. This is going to be the final build of the video, and also will determine if I have to give away 1 or 2 permanent mythical fruits, so we've really got to cook. I think my best bet is going with fruit stats for this with the sand fruit, because that's just what's going to help us cook the most. I'm pretty confident we can win this, because with Death Step and Sand, we should be able to do some combos. I mean, there's some combo potential there. And especially if we're pairing it together with Kabucha, I think that should help me snipe some Sand Cough. All right, though, we've got Death Step, Saber, and Kabucha equipped. Last piece of the puzzle is the Sand Fruit. We're ready to battle. I'm out here. Someone down to fight. 6.7 million by any player named Little Jerry right here. Oh, he's a Yeti spammer. Okay. You know what? I'm not scared of no damn Yeti. I'm not scared of no damn Yeti. We got the Sand Fruit. Hello? Are you there, buddy? Are you there? That boy is not there. He's gone. Oh, he came back. All right, say less. Let's get it. He said, sure in chat. Can I spam? Go for it, bro. Go for it. I need a challenge. I need a little challenge. He said, yippee. Nah, you're a little too happy about that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get this. Okay. You're done, buddy. You're done. Okay. Did he have Draco? Okay, hold on. Let me activate maximum overheat. Let's do this. All right. Uh-oh, that's not good. My health. Where's my health going? We're cooking, boys. We're cooking. We don't even gotta worry. He's already running. Look at him. He's running. Oh, we're cooking with the Sand Fruit. Hold on. How did he heal up? All right, bro. I don't understand what the heck is happening. Okay. All right. Wind bullet. Boom. Whoa. He literally just sniped me. Out there. Oh, my days. Oh, huh? Thought he already used that. All right, bro. All right. You want to use V4? Go ahead. I'll use V4 too. He's really about to mess you over, bro. Get him there. Snipe him there. Hit him with this. Let me use my flash step out of there. The moment you brought V4 into this, bro, you really just kind of cooked yourself. Bro, my health. Since you want to spam, I don't have no shame in running then. How is he just running through my moves? He's just running through my... All right, well, that's 6 deaths. That's 6 deaths. So 2 permanent mythical. Golly, bro, I hate this, bro. Y'all sending such trash builds, bro. Very unfortunate, bro. Very unfortunate. Not only did we run into a Yeti spammer, bro popped V4 and ran the entire fight. You hate to see it. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it at this point. We gotta get out this build quick. Oh my god, I literally just walked out of safe zone. Hold on, bro. Why? Like, what is happening, bro? What do I deserve to, like, go through this? I literally just stepped out of safe zone, bro. Can't even just play the game anymore. All right, you know what? I don't want to hear this guy complain about 2v1 when you did this to yourself, bro. You quite literally did this to yourself. All right. This is an interesting fight. Now, we got him here. Got him. Ooh-wee. Let me do this. Now, this guy has portal TTK, so we do got to watch out for that. Oh, hold on. Wait, why is he running? Bro? Didn't you start this fight, bro? Hold on, bro. Sand coffin. Got you, bro. Got you. Sheesh. One more hit and he's done. Touch the ground for 1 second. Actually, you don't even need to. Got him there. Ooh, sniped it with the sand coffin. GG's. 12,733 honor. We did it. We did it, boys. We did it. We're done. We may have lost the first one against the Yeti spammer, but we beat the second guy with the meta build, using actually a pretty scuffed build. But sadly, we did die 6 times throughout the video, so you know what that means, boys. Permanent mythical fruits are about to be given out, and since I'm in the server right now, we might as well. Now, I wanted to give away a permanent gravity since it's going to get reworked soon, but it's not viable right now, unfortunately. So you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to give away a permanent fruit that's rumored to get a rework. Shadow. We're going to give that away to someone. Zidane will do it to him. There we go. That's 1 permanent fruit gifted. And you know what? Just to be nice, for the next one, Permanent Dragon, we're going to gift it to... I'm just going to close my eyes and pick someone random. Balmori1231. This looks like a hacker name, I'm going to be honest. So if this is, he just got a pre-Permanent Dragon. There you go. Hopefully you enjoy a Permanent Dragon. We are already starting off with a control clip. That is actually crazy. I did not expect to see a control one this early on, but he's running Sharkman Karate Dark Dagger with the control build. So that is pretty interesting. Let's see. How does he start off this combo? Okay, he does a teleport straight into Echo Knife. I'm guessing he's going to Shaming Slash, 12 Water Palms, and Great Sea Spear. You know what? That is a damn good control combo right there. 11,123 damage on that. I think the person he used that on was a 2.5 million body player. You could barely see it, but he is a 30 million body player. So I don't know if this would work on like a super high body player, or at least it wouldn't kill him with this, because he didn't really use all that much moves, and he killed him with only 11,000 damage. Still though, this is a pretty fire combo to start off with. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Next up, now we've got a dark build. This guy's running Dragon Tail and Dark. Is that Wando? I've literally never seen someone use Wando like seriously in a PvP fight. You've got my interest. You got my interest. How does he start this off? Soul Guitar X. Okay, he goes for Endless Hole. What does he do next? Continuous slashing for Wando. Okay, damage looking nice. Okay, Ember Annihilation. Straight into the... I don't know if y'all saw what I just saw there, but right after he uses the Ember Annihilation from Dragon Talon, not only because you can escape the combo there, but after he flash steps, the person literally stays there and walks into the final Dragon Talon move. You can see him visibly moving right there, at which point he could have canned and then just flashed up the way. So I don't think this combo is fully true. So I'm gonna rate this combo a 7.5 out of 10 because he used Wanda. I mean, let's be honest, that's crazy. Wow, another control combo. We're already third clip in. That is crazy. Like, I think y'all starting to catch on that I love these control builds. This guy, of course, is running the more commonly used E-Claw and CDK build, which gives you an infinite combo. You can pretty much guess how he's gonna do the combo. He's gonna do Slayer the Goliath here, following by Revolving Ravager. He's gonna do Kabucha X down. He's gonna throw the rock, and he's gonna use Gamma Rush. You see how I literally knew how I was going to do that entire combo? It's because this is the most common way to use control at the moment. Even though control is pretty rare to see, the people that do use it, chances are they're using this build. We also see he's running the hybrid stats. He's got 850 in melee, 2,300 in defense, max sword, and almost max blocks root. Definitely good stats to run with that, but I'm going to give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Not because it's a bad combo, but just because I tend to see this exact same control build every time I do these videos. Next up, though, we have a spirit build. Also, what is this recording resolution? You got to fix them settings, my boy. We got a black bar on top and a black bar on bottom. Let me stop hating though. Let's go ahead and watch the clip. He's got E-Claw and Yama, so we already know the type of combo he's going to go for. E-Claw, aim up, Yama X, straight into the end of times. That combo right there is a complete insane layup that just allows you to just land this combo, and it's inescapable. Already 8,000 damage on the board. It's going up crazily. Ends off with 14,245 damage. And I think he just did that on I think that's 19 million body player. So this is going to one-shot like 90% of players in the game. And if you pair it up with Cyborg V3, it's wraps. I'm a fan of spirit builds. We don't really see him that often, despite the fact that it's like one of the best PvP fruits in the game. I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10. I like it. Next clip, and do my eyes deceive me? Bro is running gravity and twin hooks. That right there is not a build you see every day. You've got my attention. Let's see what he cooks with. All right, how does he start this off? Thunderclap and flash, Sky Cyclone. Wait, did y'all just see that? Bro only has one move on his twin hooks. He cooked up a combo with only one move. This has got to be fire. All right, so after Sky Cyclone, he goes for Meteor Rain, Gravity Obeisance. I don't know if this combo's true after seeing that. 16,687 damage. That's not bad, but let's get some closer examination. So right after he uses the Sky Cyclone on twin hooks, he instantly switches over to Gravity and uses Meteor Rain. From there, it's about a second gap before he's able to use Gravity Obeisance. And you can see here, if you look at the person he's attacking, he's able to get a dash in, which makes me think he would have been able to easily just activate Observation Haki and flash him away. Not only that, right after he uses Gravity Obeisance, there's literally like a second gap before he uses Soul Guitar Z. So that looks like 2 gaps to escape. So I'm going to say this isn't true. Still though, you managed to cook up a decent combo with Gravity. I'll give you a 7 out of 10. Next up, we've got another clip, and this guy's running Rumble with Acid Rifle and Pole V2. Okay, he lands as the Rumble X, Electric Blizzard, Hand of God. Not every day you see a Pole V2 clip. And bro's pairing up with Sharkman Karate. 14,275 damage. That's just not bad. I'm actually kind of a fan of this one, you know? Like this is actually kind of nice. Definitely an interesting take of running Rumble. I mean, like most people just run CDK and Soul Guitar, which is I'm most people. That's my main build. I definitely don't think this one was better than the Spirit combo we saw earlier though. I mean, that one was just like insane and would one shot like most players. This, I'm probably gonna give this like a 6.5. Next up, we have a dragon build. Okay, will he be able to surprise me? Oh, what the?
That is actually so sick. What? Hold up, bro. First of all, boys, he's using dragon, which is already a rare breed. I mean, like, I don't know about you, I'd never see dragon users. He paired it up with sanguine art and foxland. Like, what is happening here? This is actually so fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That is crazy. That is 16,000 damage on that combo, boys. You can tell this guy's a high-level PvP player because this combo actually looks insane. That was so cool, bro. I actually gotta try that out in game. Hold on, bro. Let me see if I can even land that. Dragon C. Okay, sanguine art. Boom. Okay. I literally missed that first. Yeah, that's a hard combo to pull off. That is not easy. I really like that one. I'm not gonna lie. He may make me use dragon. That's getting a straight 9 out of 10. I must say, he cooked. So far, this dragon combo is leading and by a big margin. The only other combo contending with it is the spirit combo that got an 8 out of 10. Also, hold on. Before the next clip, we do have a fruit detected. Might as well just go ahead and see what this thing is. I've gotten lucky with these before. Let's see. Could it be a Kitsune? Maybe something insane, a legendary, maybe a mythical. 5 meters away. And it is a ghost fruit. Okay, well, that is just garbage. Not even gonna add that one to my inventory. We feeding this one to the sea beast. Let's get back to the clips. Next clip is bro actually running a falcon build, bro. There's no shot. You know what? I'm gonna declare it right now, right here. If this dude actually gives a really fire combo, I will give this a higher rating than the previous guy, bro. But considering he's using gravity cane, I don't imagine he'll use falcon that much. Only one way to find out. How does he start this combo off? All right, he flash steps away. Here it goes. He landed the gravity cane. Oh, he actually used some falcon moves. 2 falcon moves. You know what? That was good. Not better than the last one, though. I'm not gonna rate it higher than the last one. And he's typing in chat, let's go, GG. Bro was hyped after that one. I don't even blame him. Gravity cane did do most of the work here, though. I'm not gonna lie, but this will still get an 8 out of 10. The OP spirit combo has met is equal because now we have 1 in first place and 2 tied for second and third. Let's see if it'll get dethroned soon. Next up, what is this recording resolution? I think bro recorded this in like vertical, except I can barely even see anything. I think he's running Phoenix right now, though. Let's see. Okay, he's got Soul Guitar. He did, what was that? CDK. Is that Phoenix? Sanguine. You know, I wish I could see what the heck is going on. Look at this. How am I supposed to keep up with the combo, bro? Like, what am I watching right now? I don't even know what he's doing. Okay, let's see. Let's rewatch this properly. Soul Guitar X. He does CDKZ. He does Sanguine C after looking up. I think that's Phoenix C. And then he does Blood Brain Drain to kill it. I mean, that's a fire combo. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be nice if I could see something other than this, bro. This is literally all I saw the entire video. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, though. So it's not a bad combo. And so far, majorly, all of them haven't been bad. Y'all come in with your A game today. No way this is a rocket fruit combo, boys. There's no shot. There's no shot. Okay, he snipes the Soul Guitar X. He goes for the Rocket C. Oh, yo, this is literally the rocket combo that won that one video, bro. That's the same thing. A few months back, I did the same video that we're doing right now, and this is the combo that won that entire thing. And low-key, even seeing it now, this still cooks. Like, look at this, bro. Look at this. You can't tell me you wouldn't alt F4 after getting hit with this rocket combo. Because I know I would. I wouldn't even give him the chance to kill me. I'd literally just leave before he could finish the combo. It shocked me back then, and I'm not gonna lie, it still shocks me today. This is getting an 8.5 out of 10. We have a new second place. The Falcon combo has just been dethroned. Now our first place is the Dragon combo, the Rocket combo in second place, and the Spirit combo in third place. Up next, we have a Portal Gravity Cane build. I wonder how he's gonna do this combo. Let's find out. Gravity Cane Z, Portal Z, then he does little Sanguine moves. Yep, pretty much the same as any other Portal Gravity Cane combo you'd expect. Literally the build that I run into every single day. Every single day. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10, bro. Not because it's a bad combo, but like I'm just tired of seeing this combo. That's all it is. It's just bias. So you can go ahead and delete that hate comment you're about to type. It's just my opinion, man. Up next, we have a 6-second clip, and bro is running Portal TTK. Yep, 2 portals back to back. Just what I wanted to see. We already know how this combo is gonna go. I mean, you probably run into this combo on the daily as well. I will say though, for a 3.3 million bounty player, you landed that combo perfectly. It's just unfortunate you had to put in a portal on. This will get a little bit above the Gravity Cane one though, so I'll give this a 5 out of 10. Our first mobile clip of the video. I was wondering when we'd get him. Buddy's running Ice, Sanguine Art, and Pole V2. Okay, I mean, you don't really see Ice users running Pole V2, but we already know how this combo is gonna go. Oh, he missed his Ice V. This video is just him getting comboed right now. He's literally getting packed right. Does he actually come back from this? There's no way, because he's getting absolutely dogged on by this Rumble user right here. Okay, Soul Guitar X. Is this how he's gonna start his comeback? Okay, he's landing Pole V2 moves. Sanguine. Wow. Wow. He actually won that without using ice at all. I was going to initially give him a low score because I thought he was just going to get carried by ice, but he managed to come back against the guy that was otherwise packing him up. And for a mobile user, you know what? I got to respect it. We'll give this one a 6 out of 10.
What? You thought you were just gonna get a high score just because you won that fight, bro? Think again, man. Think again. The combo was good, but it wasn't like the most crazy thing we've seen. All right, bro's equipping a sword. He just equipped the Wando sword. Okay, we saw a Wando combo earlier, but that was by a dark user. This guy's a rumble user, so it's probably less skilled, but it looks like this combo actually may be better than that other one. That's definitely a better combo, topping out at 22,354 damage. Wasn't a complete one-shot against the training dummy though, so that's not gonna work on 30 million body players. The clip's still going. This time he's equipping Sadie. Does he have another combo with Sadie? Hold on, let me see the Sadie combo, because the Wando one was all right, but maybe he might be able to make it a little better with Sadie. Okay. All right. Still not a one-shot though. Okay, you know what? The Wando one was better. The Wando one was better. I think I gave the dark one like a 6 out of 10. This one, it was better, so I'll give this a 7. I feel like we're getting a lot of 7s in this video, but what can I say? They have all been at least pretty decent. But I feel like this next one may be a cut above the rest because this guy's running E-Claw with Love, Kabucha, and Twin Hooks. A actual combination of builds that I've literally never ran into in Blox routes in my entire 2 years of PvP. So I'm definitely interested in this. I can guarantee he's probably going to start with Thunderclap and Flash though, but I want to see what he does after that. Electric Rampage, Irresistible Attraction, Cupid Zone. That actually looked pretty dangerous. I'm not going to lie. He paired it up with Cyborg V3 too. Total damage on that was 14,012. So you know what? That's actually one-shotting a good amount of players. Now as for if this combo is true, I honestly have no clue. I don't really use Love. I don't know which moves on Love break can or not, but I will say that looked pretty deadly to me. I'm gonna give this one an 8.1 out of 10. It was just enough to dethrone the Spirit. We've just got a new top 3 placement. The Spirit has been dethroned, and now we have the Love combo in 3rd place. Things are getting a bit interesting. No way Buddy's running the bomb fruit, bro. There's no shot this guy cooks with this. This clip is only 8 seconds too, so this looks like a quick one-shot combo. I've honestly got to see this. Let's see. I'll just start this. Kabucha X. What the? Hold on. I'm so confused what just happened, bro. Starts off with Kabucha X. Then he does Targeted Bomb. Then he does, Shaming Slash Dark Dagger. What the heck am I looking at? What the heck am I? Dog, there's... I'm actually mind blown. What did I just... There's no way he cooked this much, bro. He does the Shaming Slash, right? Then he does what... He somehow found a way to tie Explosive Jump in the combo? Okay. There's no way this combo's true, right? Like, there's gotta be gaps to escape this combo. And he topped out at 15,032 damage. I'm not gonna lie to you boys, this may be a top 1 contender. I mean, let's just look at the facts. He paired it up with Sharkman Karate, a uncommonly used fighting style. Bomb, nobody uses this in PvP. And Dark Dagger, an uncommonly used sword as well. And managed to come up with probably one of the sauciest combos I've seen. I'm gonna honestly give this thing, because of the creativity and just how difficult this looks, like, I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. And bro's got another clip he sent in with the smoke fruit. What is this guy? The Common God? Hold on, bro. Hold on. I gotta see this one. Boys. He does E-Claw C, Smoke Bomber. He does Yama X. He does the, what is it? Acid Rifle move? Dog, what? He just did that on a 30 million body player in the middle of combat. Hold on, boys. This is so crazy. This is actually such, like, what? Look at this. This guy just cooks with all the common fruits. First bomb, now smoke. I'm not even gonna rate this one just because I think it's on the same level as the bomb one. He already got 1st place at this point, Bob. Like, this is, like, do something with your time. I know you're not touching grass coming up with these combos for common fruit. Tell you what, man, if I see this dude pulling up to me in combat with a smoke or bomb fruit, I'm running the other way. I'm actually running the other way. But once again, we've got a new top 3. The bomb combo is now in 1st, Dragon combo in 2nd place, and Rocket combo in 3rd. Who would have thought 2 common fruits would be in top 2 places? This is actually getting really interesting. Got another mobile clip here, and bro's running the Ghost Fruit. Okay, I respect it. God Human C goes for Spiky Trident. That's already cannibal. And it looks like that was 2 gaps to extend. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's happening there, bro. There was literally a gap where he was in the opponent's God Human move. And then he just did this, bro. Like, you hitting your opponent with this was not even true. Your opponent literally just stood there and let it happen. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 10, dog. I'm sorry. That was not true whatsoever. Next clip, we have another mobile user, and Buddy is level 2,304, so he's not even max. Let's see what he's cooking. All right, he starts off with a great Sea Spear, just off rip. I mean, good luck landing that in an actual fight. In fact, I guarantee you that's why he didn't record this combo doing an actual fight. Also, I don't believe Crescent Dash. Right after Crescent Dash, there would have been a gap you could have escaped or kenned. That right here, this move right here, I believe you can ken this, so it's also not true. 3 out of 10. Oh, brother. The mobile gods are pulling up here. We've got a guy on non-mobile once again, but this time he's using Dough. Starts off with Dough Fist Fusillade off rip. Nothing to jump into that. I mean, I will say this combo here is true if you can land that Dough Fist Fusillade, but starting combo with raw Dough Fist Fusillade, insane. He wasn't even able to kill the dummy, by the way. So not a one-shot combo, and unless you run into a bad player. So I'm gonna give this one also a 3. That's 3 low-rated back-to-back. All right, next up, we've got ourselves a Superhuman Wando Portal combo. All right, hold on, I gotta rewatch this real quick. They started off with Soul Guitar X,
portal dash, and now they're going for continuous slashing. All right. Damage is a bit low. Wait, actually, hold on. It's still going. Okay. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, hold on. What is happening here? What is happening here, boys? They just did that entire thing, finished it off with Conqueror's Gun, and then Dimensional Rift. You can't even escape that either, I don't think. Okay, I think I have a feeling what they're gonna do. They're gonna loop it. Yep. Oh my gosh, boys, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this combo does just get hard negated by Cyborg V3, but like this was like a 30-second clip. In all 30 seconds, that dude was just in that combo. Couldn't even escape. That's next level. And also very saucy with the Wando combo. I mean, I must say, the creativity's there. There's so many good combos in this video, man. I did not expect y'all to come with this much heat, but y'all did. Y'all did. I'm gonna give that one, honestly, a 9 out of 10. Tying it up with the dragon combo that we have in third place. And we have another mobile user now, and why is bro recording his combo at the haunted ship? You could have chosen any other island. It's just dark as hell. He's running a Buddha and Dragon Trident. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna take a wild guess and guess this is gonna be a combo that's rated under 5. I'm not even trying to hate, bro. Let's see how he does this. Dragon Talent, What? This is what you submitted in? How did you even get to 2.8 million bounty using that? You know what? Let me calm down. Let me not hate. But like, respectfully, what is this, bro? What is this, dog? Like, what is this, bro? That ain't even a combo. Bro took like a 1-year gap between each moves. You know what, bro? You know what? This is gonna be the first in the video. I'm sorry. I'm giving this a 1 out of 10, bro. What was that? Hopefully this next combo's a bit better. And I highly doubt it will be because bro's running Portal and Shark Anchor. We already know how this combo's gonna go. Yep. Typhoon Toss. He's gonna hold that thing all the way. Then he's gonna go Armor Breaker. God Human moves. Yeah, probably like one of the more basic portal combos. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's kind of impossible to make like a unique portal combo. Actually, I take that back. We literally just had a portal combo get tied for 3rd place, but that's probably the only unique combo with portal that I've ever seen. This, on the other hand, definitely not unique, but it is a really strong combo. We'll give it a 5 out of 10. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. What is this recording process here? Bro's got his phone and is recording off his monitor. You know, you could have just downloaded OBS, right? I don't even know what's happening right now either. I believe well, first of all, that combo didn't even one-shot the dummy. Let me see, let me rewatch this. He starts off with the Ice V, goes for Ice C, Ice Z, then he goes for Dragon Talon X, which is a bit of an interesting choice because at that point, a player could have just canned out of it. And then, yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on here at the end. Funny recording though, I will say. I can see bro's background. Is that a PS5 box right there, bro? He's got some sort of like other boxes and just closing the background. Why am I paying attention to this guy's background? Anyways, as for the clip rating, I'll give this a 3. I don't know what the heck happened there. Another Rumble combo. This guy's running Gravity Cane with it. Okay, let's see how he does it though. Maybe he'll shock me with something that I probably haven't seen. Okay, Soul Guitar X, Gravity Cane. Yeah, okay, he missed the Gravity Cane. He's fighting against the control user. Okay. I'm more interested in the control user than the actual Rumble user at this point. And he's actually getting pieced up. He's getting comboed right now. How are you gonna come back from this, bro? The control user's using Sky Cycle. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That control user's saucing. This guy's missed the 2nd Gravity Cane. I'm not gonna lie. There's no combos going on in this video. Okay, he landed that, but he couldn't even follow up with it. This video is literally just him getting pieced up by the control. I'm not even joking when I say I'm more interested in the control user at this point, because that combo right there that he just threw on him, that thing's saucy. Okay, looks like he was finally able to land the Rumble X. That's probably gonna win in the game right there, because that's his whole win condition. Never mind. Somehow he wasn't able to extend correctly. All right, so this fight's about to get extended even longer than it was. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You're getting dogged out by the control, and you have probably like one of the most brain dead easy builds in the game. You're doing Rumble and Injustice. Finally, he landed a Gravity Cane Z. Finally, bro. He threw out like 10 of them that entire fight and only landed one of them. Well, I don't really know what to rate this thing because not a single actual combo was done that video. It was more so him missing, you know, getting some chip damage in there. I'll give this 3 out of 10. Yep, that's what that's getting. Although W for getting 7,850 honor. All right, we've gone from a Rumble combo now to an Ice combo. I wonder how he'll start this. Yep, just like how every Ice user starts it. Basically, you know, Ice V, Ice C, and then he goes God Human, looks up, and does True Triple Katana. Very nice, very nicely executed. Definitely better than the previous one. We'll give this a 7 out of 10. Golly, man. None of these combos have been able to dethrone the godly combo that was that bomb one. And honestly, I highly doubt we'll be able to see one that's better than that in this video. But maybe I'll get surprised by this this Portal Rengoku combo. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay. Wow. Actually, for a mobile user, that actually wasn't bad. That was pretty well executed. He lands the Portal Dash, then he does the Demon Slayer, then the God Human C, and God Human X. You know what? That was pretty nicely done. That was pretty nicely done. It's not every day that you see a Portal user use a Rengoku blade too. 7.5 because he's both a mobile and using Rengoku. Ah, Buddy Sword plus Dark. One of my favorite combos right here. And I must say, that guy actually sauced up with that. He's facing the spirit user right now. He's actually packing up the spirit. That is actually a really good combo, especially for mobile doing this, like in mid combat. This is multiple fights too, and he's landing this combo pretty consistently throughout. That time he actually switched it up a bit too. 17,477 damage. You know, boys, I'm not gonna lie. He's got this combo pretty down on lock. Mobile users, maybe this is something you guys should be using because it looks like he's cooking with that. Multiple different people he's fighting as well. Landing the combo pretty consistently in the middle of battle. This is actually like so satisfying to watch. I'm literally just watching him just fight multiple people using the same combo. I'm actually very impressed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. This is easily getting an 8 out of 10. Portal by Cento combo. He's gonna go for one of the fastest combos in the game. I already know it. This is gonna be straight devastation here, boys. Look at this. Then he does that. Yep. Boom. Then he does the Bicento moves. Straight GG's. Like literally 14,000 damage in seconds. 7 out of 10. Just because I'm biased towards Bicento a little bit. Sound Fruit in this next build. This I'm actually interested in. Sound Fruit with TTK. You know, I didn't think that would pair together well, but the way I just saw it being used there, that actually was not bad. Thunderclap and Flash, Electric Rampage for TC mode. Then he goes for the TTKX, which actually seemed to work pretty good on a high bounty player. He got 15,700 bounty from that guy. Now, do I think this is better than any of the top 3s at the moment? No, I don't think so. But it will get a high rating. We'll give this an 8.5. So far, our top 3 has not changed in a very long time. We've still got Bomb in first place, the Dragon combo in second place, and tied with it in third place, we have the Portal Wando combo. Next clip though, this guy's running Godhuman, Rumble, Darkblade, and Soul Guitar. Definitely not a unique build. We see this build probably a lot, but usually only high ranked players use this. So I'm willing to guess this guy's pretty good at PvP. Lands Godhuman Seed there. Okay, Darkblade X. Oh, that aim on this guy is nice. Hold up. Did y'all just see that, bro? Okay, first of all, Godhuman C straight into the Darkblade X. Flash steps towards him with the Rumble X. Then he goes for the 1,000 strikes with the Darkblade. Snipes him there with the Godhuman X. Then snipes him with the Soul Guitar Z. Flash steps again, finishes him off with Godhuman. You know what, bro? Like, the actual build itself, not that unique. The way he utilized it, though, peak PvP right there. Just showing off a good combo is one thing, but showing off a peak amount of skill like this, that is a whole other thing. I'm honestly gonna give this one a 9 out of 10, which may confuse you a bit because at the moment we already have 2 combos that are tied and now we have 3. So to make it fair, all 3 of these combos that are tied will be just considered second place and they'll all get prizes. And now third place will be once again the rocket combo we saw earlier. And now final combo of the video, ladies and gentlemen. And this one's actually sent in by my boy Nutty. What is he typing right now? Winter your buns? You're already getting a 1 out of 10 just because saying that. You're getting a 1 out of 10. I'm not even watching this video, dog. I'm not even gonna click. I'm clicking off the video. Nah, I'm just playing. But I know you got worried when I said that. Hold on, we gotta rewatch this. This is all moving too fast. How does he start off this combo? Let's see. Because if he doesn't start this off good, this would be interesting. Goes for Cyborg V3, then he goes for, what's that? Shivering Possession. Okay, then what does he do? Infernal Hurricane. Then he does that. Then he does Separate Bolt X. Hold on. That was kind of crazy, Nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. That's so crazy. I gotta watch that again, bro. I don't know if starting with Shivering Possession is like the move, because how do you land that in PvP? But this is kind of crazy, bro. This is actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Also, what the hell is this avatar, dog? Like, this is legit something you'd see in your worst nightmares. Change this avatar, Nutty. You know what, boys? Low key, I think Nutty's Ghost combo is actually better than the Rocket combo. Because of that, I've got to give it an 8.7 out of 10. I think this actually deserves that. 8.7 out of 10. Nutty, you actually cooked. I would have given you over a 9 if you didn't say I was buns at the beginning. So you got to hold that L, my boy. You get in third place. So final rankings of the videos, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Bomb Common God in first place. In second place, we have 3 people literally tied for it. And in third place, we have my boy Nutty. All right, I'm in the server with one of the winners here. This was the second place winner, and they want a permanent control in chat, they said. All right, permanent control. Here you go. Hopefully you appreciate it. 4 more winners to go. We're now in the server with the first place winner, Truck Bedulier 100, and he said he wanted a permanent pain. I don't know why. I mean, he could have asked for like a permanent Leo, Kitsune, Dragon, you know, anything, but he wanted permanent pain. Then again, I guess I shouldn't really be surprised. I mean, he just cooked up with a bomb combo of all things, so maybe he's trying to cook up with a crazy pain combo. Hopefully you enjoy it, man. You definitely deserve it with that display of skill. And bro's even got the exclusive official newbie title, officially a noob. Nah, you just flexed at that point, bro. Where's my title? Joined up now with the third place winner, Nutty, and he said in chat he wants 3 perm kits. Okay, buddy, your combo wasn't even first place. Stop trolling, Nutty. All right, he actually put permanent gravity. All right, he has pretty much almost every permanent in the game, so at this point, not much he doesn't have, so I can see why he went with this. There you go, permanent gravity. Hope you enjoy it. And the other 2 second place winners are currently asleep, but don't worry, I'll get to them later. Comment down below and let me know which combo you thought was the best. I'm genuinely curious, but for me personally, I think that bomb combo was the best by far. All right, we got our first fruit box right here. Let's go ahead and redeem it. Whatever fruit we get on this will determine how smooth our trading progress goes. Let's see what we get, boys. Let's see what we get. And we get the rocket fruit. Literally cannot trade from that. Well, this is gonna be a tough video. Also, apart from trying to get high trades from the fruit boxes, we actually have an objective. Our goal is to trade all the way up to a Kitsune fruit by the end of the video, only using what we get from fruit boxes and what we get from trades. Seeing as we started off with rocket, we've got to use another code. Let's go ahead and put the next code in there. Let's open this thing up. We literally can't trade up anything with rocket other than spin. No shot. 2 rocket fruits? Nah, our luck is just terrible at this point. Although I think with 2 rockets, we may be able to at least trade up to a chop. Let's go find out real quick. All right, we're in the server right now. Let me type in chat, trading 2 rockets for chop. I highly doubt anyone's actually gonna accept this, but it's worth a try. Let me go ahead and sit in the table. Let's wait for somebody. Okay, we got somebody right here. Is Zachriz18. Does he have rocket? Please don't have rocket. The player doesn't have enough space. Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Bro's putting a control in shadow. If only I had something to offer that, but for now I don't. Baller. Okay, baller. Let's see if you really ballin'. Do you have rocket in your inventory? Other player doesn't have enough space. And he put up a falcon and a spin. Oh my God. You know, he has a spin. Hold on, let me ask him something. Yo, bro, would you reset with your rocket so I can get that spin? Please, it'll really help me, bro. I need it. He said K. Oh, he might actually do it, boys. He might actually do it. Mine baller just left the server. So much for that. And anyone here trade me spin, please. Okay, we got another guy right here. Kangalong. He has spider and love. Oh my God. He probably already has a rocket. Wait, he doesn't have rocket. Please, magma. Dog, if I had a magma, I wouldn't be offering a rocket right now. Put up a spike. Okay, let me say, do you have spin? Please tell me you got spin at least. And he just jumped. He can't even get up to spin, boys. And that's the only trade we can actually make. Trading rocket for spin. Please, somebody, anybody, help. This guy in chat typed out come and then puts rocket in gravity. You're trolling. You're trolling. He's saying add dog. I literally typed the chat trading rocket for spin. What do you mean add? I don't have anything. These people, man, I tell you. Oh my God, boys, we got somebody. We got somebody. Scotty23. He's accepting my trade from rocket to spin. Let's go, boys. Let's go. First trade of the day, which is absolutely an L trade that gets us nowhere, but we made a trade. We got spin and rocket. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if my spin plus rocket can trade up to chop because we have 12,500 and there can't be more than a 40% difference in value. Only one way to find out though, boys. Trading rocket and spin for chop. Somebody do this, please, even though this is the most cursed trade ever. All right, boys, because I couldn't find anybody, I got my boy Nutter here just to see if this trade is even possible. All right, let me put down my rocket and spin. Is it even possible to trade up to chop, boys? Is it even possible? 59% value difference. So even if I wanted to do that, I can't do anything. I'm quite literally stuck unless I use another code. Got our next code loaded in. Let's go ahead and redeem that. Please don't give me a 3rd rocket in a row. That would be actually egregious. I would quit the game. I will literally quit the game if we get a 3rd rocket in a row. Please, game, please. Falcon fruit. Well, at least this is something. We can work with this. With the falcon fruit, we should at the very least be able to trade up to an ice fruit. And if we can get that trade, we're not in the bad spot. Trading falcon for ice. Someone please respond. This guy here was just shooting me and went towards the trade table, so maybe he's got one. Zanzon5383. Oh, he's got ice. Hold on. Let me put in my rocket. Other player doesn't have spit. Let me say you have falcon already. I wonder if this dude will be willing to reset for me. I don't think this guy's gonna reset with his falcon for me. We gotta find somebody else. If we can get this ice fruit trade, boys, this will set off a chain event of trades we can do afterwards. We need this ice. This guy right here said me. Wait, hold on. Is he actually about to accept my falcon? The player doesn't have enough space. Wait, why is he putting falcon? Does he think I'm offering ice for falcon? Dog, it's the other way around, my boy. Once again, boys, I typed in chat trading falcon for ice, and then this guy right here said me. Okay, let's go to trade with him. Does he even actually have the ice fruit I'm looking for? Oh, he's got ice. Okay. Let's see. Does he have falcon though? That's the thing. He said he would do the trade. Oh, we may have found the one, boys. We may have found the one. Let me go ahead and accept. Let's see. Will he accept? Okay, he's sitting there doing nothing. Will he accept? I think he's actually accepting, boys. He's accepting. Please don't jump. Please don't jump. Please don't jump, bro. Please. 3, 2, 1. No shot. We actually got the trade, boys. That's crazy. Let me say thank you, bro. He just dipped. What the heck? I mean, that was like one of the weirdest interactions I've had, but you know what? I'll take the W because we got our ice fruit. This is going to give us a direct path to trade our ice up to a dark and dark onward. Truly was a good W to start with. Let me sit down with table with this guy right here. 5 tabs. Let me see. Does he have ice? He already has ice, and not only that, he's offering permanent ice. That is crazy. What about this guy, though? This guy does not have ice. System error 509. He's offering sound. Let me say, do you got a dark fruit? If we can get a dark off this guy, that'll be a pretty big W. And in the same server, we just got the ice. Let's see, boys. And he just jumped. Ice is pretty sought after both for grinding and PvP, so this shouldn't be too difficult to find. All right, this guy here is putting Buddha. Does he have dark though? Okay, he took away the Buddha. Okay, maybe he's about to put something else. He's putting ice. Really?
What? And he's accepting. You know what? Totally. This is totally a trade that I'm gonna waste 1 out of 5 of my trades for the day, bro. Totally. Psych. What are you thinking, bro? Goofy ass dude. If I ever get caught doing a trade like that, you might as well just consider me a clown. Let's keep it pushing though. We gotta hop servers. We're trading with probably like the noobiest of noobs I've ever seen. Like, look at that outfit. I know, bro, does not have ice. Okay, I guess he literally put ice himself. Okay, well, he ain't gonna be the one to trade with. You know what they say? Never judge a book by its cover. This guy surprised me. Trading with a guy right here that said, who have Buddha? I just asked him if he has Dart. Bro, put Chop and Falcon. You really think I'm gonna downgrade like that? Nope. No, sir. I think we found some of them, guys. This guy came up to me and said, I wanna. Let me say, you got Dark? What is that fit? Bro's rocking a Hello Kitty fit. He said, yep, though. Oh, say less. Let's get this trade, boys. Let's get this one. Told you this wouldn't be too hard to find. Let me put in my ice. Hopefully he's got the Dark. Yes, sir. Cheese. Big W for cheese, my boy. I mean, that fit definitely in a W, but this trade, I'll take that. I'll take that. Finals, a good offer. Wait, what? What are you talking about, bro? This is kind of an elf. He instantly left. He took that trade and dipped. Say less though, boys. That was our 3rd trade of the day. We have 2 more remaining, and now we actually got to a dark fruit. Okay, I've got to find a way to get rid of the spin and rocket. You know what? We'll try to do it for the next trade. But first things first, I'm going to use another code. I swear, if I get something bad from this, that would be actually insane. This is going to be our 4th box. If we get something bad all 4 boxes, I'm gonna quit. I'm actually quit. Oh, we get an ice fruit from this one. Game. You come in clutch. Because with ice plus dark, we can actually make some plays. I think the next logical trade we should go for is trading my ice plus dark up to a magma. The value of both of my fruits is 950,000 and magma is 1.1 million. So it's very reasonable. Trading ice plus dark for magma. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let me just go ahead and sit in the trade table until somebody sits. Okay, we got a sitter, Catalino. Now, does he have ice? Nope. Does he have dark? Ooh, ice plus dark. Let me say, do you got magma? If he has he instantly jumped. Oh, that's my dream crushed. Next guy, boss underscore TZY. He's putting in a portal. Let me put in my ice and dark. Let me say here for magma. Come on, boss TZY. You know you want to give me that magma. Please. Why did you just add a pain to that? Bro, take away the portal and the pain. Put in magma or something close to that. Barrier? There's no shot. That's a downgrade, bro. And rubber? I mean, maybe, but the value difference is too high. Sand? Dog, what? What is this guy doing? Yeah, this guy's trolling. This guy's actually trolling. So wasting my damn time. You know, boys, what if we tried something? This entire time, we've been only trading in the 2nd sea. But what if we bump it up to the 3rd sea? Might be able to find some better offers there. Trading ice plus dark for magma. We got a 29 million and a 23 million by any player. Maybe they're traders. Oh, someone sat down. Sanga FXK2. And he instantly put in a Venom, Spider, Love, and Magma. Well, so much for that. Once again, trading ice plus dark for magma. Haven't gotten any offers yet. Maybe soon. We got 0 offers in that last server. So here we are trying again in another server. Where they're speaking a language that I have no clue. I think that's like Spanish or something. I've been searching for so long for this trade and it's just not working. I don't want to bust out another code just yet because I only have a limited amount of them. And considering our main goal of the video is to trade up to a Kitsune, we're going to need every code we can get. First things first, I've got to trade up this ice and dark to make it worthwhile. All right, boys, we found a trade. This isn't as good as magma. It's Quake, which is technically a legendary, but it's lower demand than magma. So this is still a semi-W and around the same value as magma. This is the best I could find though, boys. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. That is our 4th out of the 5 trades of the day. 4 trades in and we already managed to get our first legendary, boys. Sheesh. We've got 1 trade left for the day. Considering we just got a Quake fruit, which is a legendary, I think it makes sense to use a code. Here we go. Let's go to redeem it. We need something good, something that'll assist us in our trade. We just got a legendary, so it'd be dope if we could get another legendary from the chest. Oh, we got Blizzard, boys. We got Blizzard from the fruit chest. I didn't even know you could get Blizzard from the chest, dog. That is actually insane. Us getting this Blizzard is actually huge, ladies and gentlemen, because we could use this to trade up to some upper tier legendary fruits. Fruits like Portal or Rumble or maybe even Buddha. We've got 1 trade left of the day. Let's make this a W. All right, we're back in 2nd sea because low-key trading in 3rd sea is worse. Now let me type in trading Blizzard plus Quake for Rumble. See if anybody replies. Someone right here that said trade. Okay, let me put in my Quake. Let me put in my Blizzard. You got Rumble, my boy? He's got Shadow. Wait, hold on. Low key. What if I took away the Blizzard and I did Blizzard for Shadow? First Mythical? Hold up. Will he actually accept this? This may be a slight W. I only have Shadow. Accept this trade. It's a good one for you. I'm low-key lying right now. This is a slight underpay for him, but if he accepts this, that'll be a W. He said sorry. Wait, hold on. What if I add Quake? Accept it for my Quake, please. He's just sitting there. He's not accepting. He's just staring there. I don't think he's gonna accept my offer. We got this other guy right here though. He's saying sit bomb. Okay,
Okay, he wants to trade with me. Quake and Blizzard. He already has Blizzard. Oh my god. Wait, Quake for love? I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. This isn't exactly what we had planned to do for our 5 out of 5 trade, but this is a higher tier legendary than before, which will help us on the next day. Low-key, I'll accept that. I'll take that right there. He said it's good for you. GG. Hey, GG, my boy. Appreciate you. Sometimes you gotta take the opportunities as they come to you. Not a bad place to end up on our first day, boys. Not a bad place. Blizzard and love. I think my plan for day 2 is we're gonna trade that Blizzard and love up to a Rumble or Portal. All right, boys, it's the next day. The 8 hours over. We can trade again. Let me type in chat. Trading love plus Blizzard for Rumble. This guy here saying, can you trade me a Buddha or just a legendary? Okay, let's see what he got. He's offering me Quake. Dog, what? No, I'm not doing that. All right, we found another guy right here. Wait, control? Is he actually about to do this? This is actually very weird, boys. You guys saw what I typed in chat. Control. He actually just did. What the? Huh? I literally typed right here, trading love plus Blizzard for Rumble. Why did he just offer me control and actually accept? I am so mind blown, boys. And I literally just hopped in this server. Like, that's crazy luck right there. I already know y'all gonna comment down that was scripted. I swear I just hopped in this server, bro. Like, legit. I do not know who that is. But regardless, if he sees this video, bro, I'm sorry. You just got scammed, bro. You just got scammed. Like he's saying right here in chat, thanks for the Blizzard. But little does he realize that was a terrible trade for him. Unless he actually just wanted the Blizzard. Now, Blizzard for control wasn't exactly the most amazing trade, as control only has 8 million value and 7 out of 10 demand, which is actually right in line equal to about Portal, Buddha, and Rumble. So we're pretty much just right where we were before, just slightly better off. Okay though, boys, instead of going for the Rumble, I want to go for a nice big W, like our first high tier mythical. Hopefully we can get something good from this fruit box to make that happen. No shot. No shot, boys. No shot. Also, what the heck is my boy Mirage doing? Hey, yo, why is this boy violating me? Relax. This is actually a major W though, boys, because we basically just reset what we started off with. We traded a Blizzard up to control, and now we have another Blizzard plus love. So you know what the play is, boys? Blizzard plus love for Rumble, and then Rumble plus control up to a high tier. Ain't no way this boy Mirage just dropped me a spin, dog. Stop trolling. Getting so lucky with these codes, ladies and gentlemen. Trading Blizzard plus love for Rumble. Someone reply, please. Doesn't look like anyone in this server has it. Let's go ahead and hop. This guy's got a portal fruit, but he says he's looking for T-Rex right here. For only portal? That's not gonna fly, my boy. See if anyone has it in this server. Doesn't look like anyone else in this server has the fruit I'm looking for either. Okay, boys, we have a guy named Rip Me. He's putting in Mammoth for my Blizzard and love. He just sat down right now. I literally just typed the chat, trading Blizzard plus love for Rumble. There's no way he actually accepts this, right? He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump, right? This is the second time this has happened this video, boys. What the heck? Yo, Rip Me, bro. What is you doing? Not exactly the trade we were looking for, but this is much better. Mammoth and control is gonna give us so far. Crazy thing about it is he typed in chat Buddha right before he gave me the Mammoth. Like, did he think Blizzard is around the same value as Buddha or something? Boys, I have no clue why I'm getting these types of trades. Like, I'm not even on my main account. I'm on an alt account named Bombaye. Like, we're literally just getting overpaid fruit scam trades from this. But you know what, boys? I'm gonna take advantage of it. Mammoth plus control is equal to 18 million value, and both of these fruits have all right demand. And what I'm gonna try to trade it up to is the T-Rex fruit, which has 20 million value, so it's slightly more expensive, but the demand is also not that high. All right, we're in a brand new server. Let me type it out. Trading control and Mammoth to T-Rex. Let's see if anyone replies. We got this guy right here, Time Slavi. He's got a noob fit. There's no way this guy's gonna have a T-Rex. Let me see what he's got though, because apparently we're getting some crazy fruits from other noobs. Maybe this guy's got something insane. Mammoth to control, and he's putting barrier. Oh yeah, totally a good trade. Totally a good trade. I can't even accept that if I wanted to. 74% value difference. Sorry, my boy. It ain't gonna work. Hold up. Is someone PvPing out here? Does someone have God Human? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Let me show this man what's what. Give me that 8,000 bounty. We still got, I think, 3 trades left of the day. And depending on these next trades we make, we could set ourselves up crazily for the second day. But after going through multiple more servers, I realized this is gonna be more difficult than I thought. So I decided to use the Blox's Discord to help me with my trade. Typed in the trade I was looking for in there, and now I'm waiting on a response. We finally got someone, boys. My boy Charmander right here. He said, you my favorite. Hey, appreciate that, my boy. Appreciate the support. Let me go ahead and put the Mammoth in there in the control for T-Rex. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. This is gonna be our first high tier mythical of the video. And honestly, we didn't do bad getting it in only the second day. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's 3 out of 5 of our trades. We got 2 more left. You the GOAT? That's all you, Charmander. You to go, my boy. Appreciate you. I will reset with this diamond and rubber fruit just because I only needed the T-Rex. And all these extras are technically not fair since I already used the Discord for this trade. Now getting T-Rex first was really good, but it's also only the first step of things. T-Rex itself is valued at 20 million with a medium demand. Kitsune is over 130 million value with a 10 out of 10 demand. So what that means is we would have to get over 6 T-Rexes in order to even get a trade for Kitsune. We've got to put in some work. And you know what, boys? I think it's time we bust out our first super fruit box code. Now the difference between super fruit boxes and regular fruit boxes is that super fruit boxes give you permanent fruits instead of just regular physical fruits. So depending on what we get from this will make this journey either super easy and quick or just barely above where we're at right now. Let's see what we pull, boys. Let's see what we pull. What do we get? What do we get? Permanent Ghost. That is actually not bad. That is not bad at all. With Permanent Ghost, we get over 90 million value. But take a look at that demand. It's 1 out of 10. So it's the lowest demand. We're probably only going to be able to get a leopard plus at max for this. But leopard plus T-Rex sounds nice to me. So let me type in chat, trading Perm Ghost for Leo plus, let me say, Venom. Hopefully this is findable. We may have to undercut it more just because nobody wants Ghost, but we should be able to find something close to this. Anyone? Anyone at all? Or am I just gonna sit here waiting forever for a trade? Nope, we got ourselves a trade right here. Oh, this guy actually has leopard. I just sat down with this random right here. I'm not gonna lie, I just joined the server seconds ago, but the fact that he actually has leopard, I might actually accept this, even without the ads. Leopard and Venom. Oh, he's actually putting it. He actually has it, boys. Will he actually do this? Because this is so much of an L trade for me, but for him, this would be crazily W. Dog, please just accept the trade. Please tell me you're gonna accept this, dog. I need this. I need this leopard. It's gonna help us progress so much. I don't think he's gonna accept. I do not think he's gonna accept this. I just have a feeling he took away the leopard. Why would I accept this? Why would I accept this? You wasted my time, dog day 26611. You wasted my time. Look at his little trash outfit. That's a trash outfit. And there's this guy right here, putting a bomb fruit for my permanent ghost. You're disgracing the name Goku right there, bruh. By only putting a bomb. You're disgracing the name. This is an interesting offer. This guy's putting Venom, Control, Shadow, and Rumble. For permanent ghost, it's like still a major L though. He's saying, please, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. All the fruits together he's offering is only 30 million. That's too underpaid, bro. I can't do that. Despite the fact that nobody wants the ghost fruit, it's still a 1,275 Robux fruit. I gotta get at least a leopard minimum. This guy came up to me and said, okay, does he have what I'm looking for? Or at least something equivalent? Let me put my perm ghost. What you got? What you got for me? Please at least have a leopard, bro. If you just have a leopard base, I will accept it. Maybe like a leopard plus Buddha. Got other permanents? Why did you say me then? Why did you say me then? No, this is all I got. Shouldn't have sat down at the table then if you didn't want permanent ghosts. Although the very next server looks like we have found something. He's offering leopard and mammoth. You know what? It's not leopard and venom, but it's slightly above that. I'll take it, boys. I'll take it. If he actually accepts this, I'll be slightly happy because this is not exactly the best trade we could get, but it's what we could find. 4 out of 5 trades for the day. Thank you, Ripwater, even though I just very much so scam myself. We stacking up, ladies and gentlemen. Leopard, Mammoth, and T-Rex. We're still a far cry from being able to trade for a Kitsune. In fact, we almost need double the value we have right now, but we're making good progress. To be honest, I don't even know what the next play I could make above this, so it sounds like a good time to use another code. It's time to open another fruit box, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever I get from this, hopefully it'll help me in my journey. What a joke, bro. What a joke. A rocket fruit. That is one code completely wasted. Lucky for us, we've got codes to spare, ladies and gentlemen, so we're running it back a second time. Please don't give me 2 rockets in a row. Please. Rubber fruit. Not exactly the best thing we could have gotten, but I think we could do something with that. And by something, I mean this is the best trade we're probably going to get out of rubber. Rubber to Quake is, to me, seems like a W. And honestly, this Rip Water guy, I literally just typed in chat, trading rubber for magma, and he said me instantly. Don't know why he wants rubber, but I'll take it. That is our 5 out of 5 trades for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad lineup. Leopard, Mammoth, T-Rex, and Quake for the second day. And to help us out for day 3, I've got one more final pink code remaining. They're pretty rare, so I've got a limited amount of them, and I've been saving this one for when we need it most. And hopefully when we do need to use it, we don't get something bad. Day 3, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the final day. The first thing we're going to start off with is using another fruit box. Hopefully, whatever we get from this will help us in our journey. And we get ice. That's not bad. But we're going to do another fruit box because ice doesn't really help us this late in the game. I want to be real. And we get Blizzard again. Oh, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Third Blizzard we've gotten from the fruit boxes in this game. They must be common or something. With Blizzard, Quake, and Ice, we're going to actually make a decent trade. Just watch. Just found ourselves a trade right here. My Blizzard plus Quake plus Ice for this guy's Rumble. Blizzard and Rumble are around the same value. It's just the demand is really low. So this took me a while to find. We've got it right here, boys. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, my boy. He said no problem, AW. Now that we got our rumble fruit, the next trade to make is Mammoth plus T-Rex plus rumble for leopard. This is gonna be tough though. First server I'm attempting it in, trading T-Rex plus Mammoth plus rumble for leopard. Slight change in plans, ladies and gentlemen. We're trading my T-Rex for this doe. This guy here wanted T-Rex, so that's a slight upgrade. Although we're 2 out of 5 for the trades today, now we gotta speed things up. Basically, all that doe trade did was make it even easier for us to get this leopard trade, because now we're actually kind of overpaying. 42 million for my value, and leopard's only 40 million. All right, we got another trade for leopard here. I don't know if this guy actually has it, but let me go ahead and put my stuff. Oh, he actually has it. Leopard and spirit. Okay, hold on. Let me put my rumble. Doe, mammoth, and rumble. Please give me the leopard. Let me say in chat for leopard. I don't care about all that extra stuff. Just drop the leopard and then please do this trade. Will he actually do this? Will he actually do this? This is actually an overpay for him, boys. This is actually a really overpay for him. And he jumped. Let me type in chat one more time. Betting doe plus mammoth plus rumble for leopard. Someone reply, please. Okay, we found another dude that has leopard. Will he accept the trade though? That's the thing. Bro's got that Edgar fit and everything. What the hell? Oh my god, he's adding T-Rex. Control pain. He removed the leopard. Yeah, okay. It's another guy that has what we need, but won't give it. All right, boys, I found somebody that has leopard. His name's T3B. I found him through the Blox Fruits Discord, and he accepted my trade of doe, rumble, and mammoth. Thank you so much, T3B. Appreciate you for gaining me this trade, bruh. Thank you. 3, 2, 1, and that is our 3rd out of 5th trade of the day. We have now stocked up on 2 leopards, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for us, just 2 leopards is still not enough to trade up to a Kitsune. We need a 3rd one. And if there's any way I want to get this video done today, there's only one thing I can do. We're busting out our final pink code of the video, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. And depending on what we get from this thing, I may even go for higher than just a Kitsune. Let's open it now. This will determine what we're able to get, ladies and gentlemen. Please give me something good, Super Fruit Box. Please, please. Permanent Ghost Fruit. This is legit the same permanent we got earlier, but you know what? This will at least get us another leopard, which will get us our final trade. And I think I already found someone that has a leopard. Yes, sir. We got someone that has a leopard instantly in this server. Let's go ahead and trade him this. Permanent Ghost for leopard. Like, I'm literally scamming myself once again so hard. This is the 2nd time I'm doing this, too. There's no way he doesn't accept this. And he jumped. Really? You're not going to accept that trade? That's such a W for you. Trading permanent ghost for leopard plus T-Rex. This will be the 2nd to last trade we make in the video if we can find it. We're almost done. Got in the trade table with this guy. He's offering just T-Rex and then readied up. Totally a good trade. Not doing it. I think we found our trade, ladies and gentlemen. I typed in chat the usual thing. This guy, Chris, said me, and he has a leopard. I have only Leo. Okay. Do you have any other mythics? He added sound, which is like, that really just adds no value to this whatsoever. You know what? Because I'm tired of looking for trades, I'll go ahead and accept this, bro. I'll go ahead and just take your leopard and sound, dog. It's just as bad as the other one. Like, it's like both permanent ghosts I got in this video. I didn't get anything out of it, really, other than a leopard. I'll take it, though. That is our... Wait, did he just jump? Did he just jump last second, bro? Oh, my God. Thought I had the trade there, and he jumped. This boy really tricked me, bro. This boy really tricked me. Oh, looks like the hunt for leopard continues. I think we may have found our trade, boys, and exactly what we're looking for this time as well. Will he accept it? Will we get 3 denials in a row? Have other perm, question mark? Nope. This is the only perm I got, man. Either take it or leave. Oh, I think he's actually accepted, boys. Please, 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 please. We've already been trolled 2 times in a row. Please don't let it be a 3rd. Please don't let it be a 3rd. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he actually did it. He actually did it, boys. We got the exact trade we're looking for. Yes, sir. And that's 4 out of 5. We have 1 trade remaining, ladies and gentlemen. And we have just enough to get ourselves a Kitsune, 3 leopards, and a T-Rex. And for the final trade of the video, I'm going to be trading with my boy Nutty. He's on a journey to get 100 leopards. I've got 3 of them. He's also got the Kitsune I'm looking for. So here we go right here. 3 leopards and 1 T-Rex. Low-key and overpaid by 10 million for his Kitsune. It's a win-win for both of us. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 leopards and a T-Rex for Kitsune. I'm ended up overpaying this, but this is the goal we need to end off this video. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Final trade of day 3. And we ended up getting the Kitsune fruit. Yes, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. All right, now, first things first, I'm going to be at an ult count throughout this entire video. And as you guys can see, based on my inventory, I only have rockets. So y'all know I ain't cheating. Oh, and it looks like a fruit was just detected. Hold on. Depending on what we get from this notifier, can either really help our journey or not help at all. Let's see. 3, 2. Oh, we start off with a spider. That's actually really crazy. That's actually really crazy. Spider for the first fruit starting off with. Not bad, not bad. All right, now, before we go ahead and get started with the trading, I think we should get an idea of the value of the Yeti fruit. Website I'm using is bloxfruitsvalues.com. If we scroll down, we can see Yeti is about 105 million with a 10 out of 10 demand. So it's a bit under Kitsune and also a bit above gas. It looks like to realistically get this, we'll need 2 leopards minimum and then maybe a small mythical like spirit or venom. All right, that's not too insane. We've definitely done harder tasks. First trade, I think we should try to trade the spider plus rocket up to something decent, maybe like a phoenix or a love. Let me type in chat, trading rocket
and spider to love. I think that'd be a solid first trade to make. All right, I'm joining another server. This guy doesn't have my offer, but I saw him sitting on the table. Never mind, he doesn't even have spider. Okay, well, so much for that. Now, that last guy already had spider, but let me see if this guy does it. Oh, he doesn't, so maybe we can actually do a trade. Hold on, rocket. Wait, spider? Will he actually trade me that magma? Hold on, let me say trade magma for my spider. I know that sounds like a downgrade. We're trading from a legendary down to a magma, but like if we can actually get that, that's low-key better. Magma dark for spider? I'm definitely doing this. I'm definitely doing this. We actually gotta get this trade first one, bro. Spider to magma and dark. I'll definitely take this. 3, 2, 1. W first trade to make of the video. Not bad, not bad. Now that's a slight downgrade, but we got more fruits. Magma, which is more valuable than spider, and we snagged the dark. First trade of the day, 4 more to go. And before we get to our next trade, while we can't use any Robux throughout the video, I do have full access to any free-to-play methods that all players would have access to. This includes stuff like gachas, notifiers, factory raids, or even trading services such as carrying someone through a raid in exchange for a fruit. And I also do have some presents stored on this account from the Christmas event to help us throughout the video. 5 legendary gifts and 1 mythical gift. But for our next trade, I think we should do rocket plus dark for light fruit. I think that'll be a small W we can make happen. Bro, what the heck is going on here? These 3 people are literally fighting on over who gets in the chair, dog. What the heck am I watching? Let's see if this guy right here has the dark fruit I'm trying to trade. Let me put in dark. Other player doesn't have enough space. Okay, what about rocket? It also has rocket. All right, let's hop servers. Trade rocket and dark for light. Anyone got this? Anyone feel bad for me that want to give me this trade? Bro, I have no clue what language you're speaking in chat. I'm in the wrong server. Okay, we finally got ourselves a trade. I don't. Okay, never mind. We didn't get ourselves a trade. Couldn't even connotate before he jumped. I feel like my best bet early on is getting with some low levels like these guys and then trying to trade what I got for what they got. Like, let me see. Dark? He already has dark. What about rocket? He has rocket. What about my magma? Do you have anything for my magma, bro? He's also putting dark in sand. I can't do that, bro. I literally already have a dark. Sorry, bro. Let me try with this guy over here. This is another low level here. Maybe he doesn't have a dark. He already has dark? How? This is the struggles of trading early on, boys. We have nothing really to leverage with. I think we may have to start off with a gotcha. Let me do a Blox versus gotcha real quick. Let's see what we get. Hopefully this could leverage us something to get us that next trade. And we get Falcon. Not exactly what I was looking for, but this can help. Trading dark, Falcon, and rocket. Anybody want this? Anybody at all? Oh, I found someone that doesn't have dark. Hold on. Do you got anything for this dark? Do you got anything for this? Please, bro, just something. Let me add in that rocket in there just so we can get rid of that. Just so we traded from rocket. Ghost? Hold on. Is he actually trying to reason with me? Is he actually trying to give me something? If he does something a little bit below ghost. He said free take. I have nothing to make the difference. He updated his offer to light and spike, which is actually a pretty good trade up from dark and rocket. 3, 2, 1. Not a bad trade for our second one. Not a bad trade. Thank you, my boy. Thank you. Now, I know it doesn't seem like a crazy trade, but we got rid of the rocket, so that's out the way. And we also traded up to a light, which has way higher demand than dark fruit. I think our next best bet is trading this light Falcon plus spike for something like a love, and then maybe a small thing like a sand or something. Now let me type in chat, trading light Falcon plus spike for love. See if we can get that trade. I found a bit of an interesting offer here, boys, and I don't know if this is actually legit, but this guy's offering Phoenix for my light Falcon and spike. I've been looking for this trade for a while and no one's answered. So let me ask him, are you really gonna accept? He didn't even say anything. He just readied up. There's no way he's actually gonna accept this, right? Like, there's no way. Like, Phoenix is actually worth way more than my offer. Yeah, he jumped in and left the game instantly. Every time I have a too good to be true offer, I always fall for it. But we just found another interesting offer. Love plus flame for light Falcon and spike. This is like one of the exact offers I was looking for. And it looks like he's actually readying up. Hold on. We may have gotten in trouble with that last one, but I think we got this one, boys. I think we may have this one. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. 3 out of 5 trades, boys. Thank you, my boy. We're honestly not off to a bad start. 3 out of the 5 trades, we already have 1 legendary love, and then we have a magma and a flame. Not a bad position to be in. I think our next best bet is trading this love, magma, and flame up to something like a sound fruit. We just sit in the trade table, wait till somebody shows up. What the hell are you staring at, Bartello? Who you think you squaring up to like this, bro? Who you think you squaring up to like this? You're not him. Oh, Blox just spawned a game. Bro, no way. No way it spawned and despawned instant. I didn't even have time to react. Oh my god. It's the damn hackers, bro. Those guys, yep, hackers. 3 hackers in this one server. They got to that thing quick. I didn't even have a chance to react. 2 more trades left to make before we're on cooldowns, boys. 2 more trades left to make. Once again, trading love and magma for sound fruit. Anyone want this offer? I got a guy renamed Bolt right now. Hold on. Let me put love. Let me put my magma for pain. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let me say, can you add anything else? Pain is only valued at 2 million, like value. Mine's 2.5 million with the magma and love. Really, you're gonna add smoke and accept?
That's like not even anything, bro. I don't have anything else. I can't accept this then, bro. This is just too much of a no. What about this guy right here, though? Unspoken Riz 3. Bro, you didn't even let me put down my damn. All right, bro. Trading can be so frustrating sometimes, bro. Trading can be so frustrating. It ain't for the impatient, I'll tell you that much. Oh, we got another Blox Fruits. Hold on. I gotta get this one. Let me see. Dock 3. No, it's not at Dock 3. It's not at Dock 3. I gotta get to this one before anybody else. Please, game. I think it's at Graveyard. Graveyard. 32 meters away. Perfect. Where's that? No, bro. It's this damn spin. I'm not even storing this, bro. I'm not even. That's going straight in the ocean. Thought that was gonna help us, bro. First notifier, we had a spider. Now we get a spin. The second one got yoinked instantly by a hacker. Well, let's just keep looking for trades. Just doing another server, and I typed in trading magma and love for sound. Someone named Future said, "Yo, I got you." Looks like my patience is finally gonna get rewarded. All right, we're in the trade table right now. Magma and love. Let me see that sound. Yes, sir, boys. Yes, sir. Finally, an actual W trade for the vid, bro. 3, 2, 1. There we go. 4 out of 5. Patience has been finally rewarded. Thank you, Future. Thank you. So now we're up sound and flame, but I'm not gonna lie, we have one trade left of the day. What time better to use a legendary gift than now? We're gonna do it, boys. We're gonna do it to make this last trade of the day a banger. Let's open this thing. Let's see what we get, boys. Come on. There's no shot. There's absolutely no shot. The trade I've been trying to make forever with the sound fruit, and we end up pulling a sound fruit from the damn gift. How? All right, let me go ahead and store that then. Well, since we got 2 sounds, I guess the only choice we have is to trade one of them to end off the first day. Since it doesn't really make sense to have 2 sound fruits, I think our best bet to end off day 1 is downgrading slightly to a Phoenix and Magma. All right, first attempt with sound. I'm putting sound. This guy's putting love fruit. Is that it? Is that what we're gonna put? Love Venom. Would you do it for the Blizzard? If we can snag a Blizzard only out of this guy, I mean, I'll take that. Spider. No. Let me say Blizzard. I'm not doing it for anything other than that Blizzard, man. But if I can snag that Blizzard, that'd be crazy. Spider plus love for sound? No, bro, no. I need to upgrade, not downgrades. This is an L. No, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not doing that. MK_Jules, what you got for me? What you got for my sound? Gravity. Low-key, I'll take that gravity. I'll take that Phoenix. Let me say Phoenix. I'll take Phoenix plus like a light. Let me say, do you got light? Phoenix and light? I'll actually take that right now and end off day 1. Light, Phoenix, light? I'll take that. That's actually a small downgrade. Not exactly the Phoenix Magma I was looking for. Light's not far off Magma, though. I'm taking this. 3, 2, 1. That ends off day 1. 5 out of 5 trades. Not a bad start. He said thanks. Hey, no problem. Wait, why is he saying thanks like he scammed me? Day 1, we end off with Phoenix, sound, and light fruit. With all 3 of these fruits, we have a total of 5.5 million value. I think the best bet to start off day 2 is we try to snag maybe a rumble, but I don't think that'll be possible without us getting another fruit. So you know what, boys? I think it's time to bust out another legendary gift. With this, we'll only have 3 more left. Please give me something good, legendary gift. Give me like a rumble or a portal. Give me a rumble portal. Blizzard, maybe? Blizzard? Ooh, perfect, boys. Exactly what I needed. This is gonna make day 2 go so smooth. I'm storing that right now. Easy store right there. Sheesh. This lineup, boys, we about to make some stonks. And we get a fruit notifier. Okay, hold on, boys. There's a fruit notifier that's 100 meters away. Perfect. Hold on. Where's it at? It's over here. It's over here. We gotta hurry up and get to this thing before anybody else. What is that? A sand? Easy, bro. Easy stonks. We just keep stonking up, boys. When is my gotcha off cooldown, by the way? Let me check. Let me see when my gotcha's off cooldown. 1 hour, 7 minutes. Okay. Since we're gonna be on trade cooldown for the next 8 hours, what I'm probably gonna do is farm notifiers and gotchas to see what sort of fruits we can get to help with day 2. All right, got a first notifier of the 8-hour period, 600 meters away. It means it's gotta be at like Skull, right? 500 meters away. Where's this at? My next guess is snow, and we get a smoke. That does not help. Notifier number 2, and this one's actually only 150 meters away. It's gonna be right over here. I think that's a barrier. No, it's a damn barrier. That's better than the last one, at least. Also, we should be off our gotcha cooldown now, so let me see what we get from this. Come on. Top fruit. Oh, I guess it's blade now, but either way, I'm not even gonna store this. This is kind of garbage. All right, boys, since I'm on Blox cooldown, I got one of my ults right here on my iPad. We're gonna go ahead and do a little Blox gotcha. Let's see what we get on this one. Oh, wait, boys. No shot. We just got a damn control fruit. Hold on. Let me go ahead and drop that. I'm trying to work with this. Sheesh. Control fruit. This ain't anything like super crazy. This is about equal value to our Buddha, but you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Easy control. And while I got my ult here, let me go ahead and check how much longer we have to trade cooldown. 1 more hour left. Perfect. And I'd say we have made some pretty good progress. Managed to get a barrier, control, and I think another decent one from the notifiers and gotchas. Hey, not bad. All right, the 8 hours are up, and I am now able to trade once again. The first move I think we need to do is trade sound plus Phoenix plus light up to a decent tier legendary like Blizzard. So let me type in chat, trading Phoenix and sound for Blizzard. Blizzard's not as really of a sought after legendary, but it is higher value, so I may be able to make that happen. Sitting down with a guy right here named Goku. All right, bet. Let's see. Does he have sound? No, he doesn't. Okay. Does he have Phoenix? No, he doesn't. Does he have anything for this trade though? Let me see. He's putting down control, shadow, gravity, pain. Gravity, pain. I don't know about this one, bro. What if I did this? Phoenix and gravity. He jumped. We have a factory. Okay, hold on. Perfect. Let me go ahead and equip Buddha. We may not have been able to get the trade, but we might be able to get this factory raid. What the? Someone just teleported me back. Oh nah. They're trying to sabotage. Come on. I gotta get this by any means necessary. 14,000 damage. No. They push me back. Please. Why am I not dealing any damage? 10,000. All right, come on. 27,000. Please. Give me enough. Hopefully I got it. And we did get it, but we only got a flame from it. That's not good. I can't even store that. I already have 2 flames. All right, back to looking for trades. I found someone that has the Blizzard, but he has both my Phoenix and sound, so that's dead. Okay, I found someone that doesn't have Phoenix and sound, but what you got for me? He's got love. Wow, there's absolute reverse of the last one. He doesn't have the fruits I need, but doesn't have the fruit I'm looking for. He's saying Phoenix? You trying to trade me love and spider for Phoenix, dog? I'm not doing that. It's an L and a waste of a trade. Next server, and we got another L trade. Phoenix and sound. He's offering magma, barrier, rubber, sand. No. And this next trade's also no good. Oh, but we might have been able to find us something right here. Phoenix and sound for Mammoth. There's no way this guy actually accepts this. There's no way. This guy looks like a noob. This would be crazy if he accepts this, bro. Nah, he jumps. Let me see if I'm off gotcha cooldown. Maybe I can get something that'll help us out. Let's see. And we get another sand, which I can't store. Perfect. All right, we got another trade with this guy named Trillat10 or L0, something like that. I'm putting up my Phoenix and sound. He's offering Rumble. I'm kind of desperate right now. I'm going to throw it out, boys. I'm going to throw out the big please in chat. Wait, he said all right, and he's actually accepting the trade. Hold on, boys. Hold on. There's no way. Hold on. If we actually get this Rumble, boys, this is going to be such a huge stonk. First trade of the day. 3, 2, 1. There's no shot. Bro, hold on. There's no shot. We actually got that, bro. Yo, thank you, Trillat0. Can't believe the begging actually worked, but bro dipped out the server expeditiously. I think he knows he got scammed. Now, unfortunately, Rumble has been dropping in value a bit. It's only at 7 million and 7 out of 10 demand, whereas the last update, it was at like 8 or 9 million with 8 or 9 demand. So it's been dropping a bit, but nevertheless, it's still a big W. All right, our next play, I think we got to make a big one, boys. Control's worth about 10 million. Buddha's also worth 10 million. Rumble worth 7 million. I think we can get ourselves a dub. It actually raised a bit in value these days. It used to be 25 million, now it's 30 million, 10 out of 10 demand, but still having a dough is going to be very nice. For this one, I think we should try to find a trade in third sea, maybe easier. All right, now that we're here, let me type in chat, trading control, Buddha, and Rumble for dough. First server, I'm not seeing any offers. None in this server either, and none in this one either. What we do have is a Blox fruit that's just spawned 1,200 meters away. I think this is going to be a chocolate land. Yeah, okay, perfect. Close to this at least. I gotta hurry up and get to this thing before the hackers do, man. I gotta get to it before the hackers do. These things be quick. Let's see what it is, and it's a rocket. So we got 4 servers straight of no offers, and we get a rocket here. So far, third sea shaping up to be just great. All right, boys, I found a bit of an interesting offer. I couldn't find dough, but what I did find instead was my control and Rumble for T-Rex. This is still a very good dub, as T-Rex is a very sought after fruit, and we still have the Buddha as a supporting fruit. So I'll take this 100%. This is a W trade. What the heck? Is it lagging? Hold on. Please don't lag. Please tell me the trade went through. Please. Did the trade go through? What the heck is happening? He's saying thank you, but I don't even see that the trade went through. What do you mean thank you? What happened? Did I get the fruit? Hold on, let me see, bro. Let me see. Yo, what is happening, dog? I don't even understand what is happening. Did the trade go through for you, bro? He's saying, yep, I got it. Bro, I didn't get nothing. What? No, this is insane, bro. This is insane. What if I tried to like leave my game or something? Will I get my T-Rex fruit when I rejoin? That's the question. He said the trade went through for him. Let's see if it went through for us. Let's see. We still have our control and Rumble. I am so confused what just happened, boys. Did that guy just get free fruit? Was that an exploit? I don't know what the heck happened there, boys, but we found another trade, another T-Rex, pretty quick. Hopefully this time we don't get scammed. And there we go. 2 out of 5 trades. Now that we got this T-Rex, I think the next step is getting more of a humble trade. I'm thinking maybe trading this barrier plus light plus sand up to like a sound or something. Let's go ahead and give it a try here. Trading barrier, light, and sand for sound. Not many people really like the sound fruit, so I think we should be able to make this easily, similar to how we did earlier in the video. And if we have to, we can throw in the love. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves the sound fruit. Love and light. I told y'all this would be pretty easy. If we can actually make this trade, this would be a nice little humble, decent trade. 3, 2, 1. Easy 3 out of 5. Sheesh. Slight W, slight W. It's been a while, so I think it's time to open our 3rd legendary gift of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's open this and let's pray we get something decent. Let's see. Another Buddha? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. You know what? It's about to go down, boys. It's about to go down. We about to go crazy. This random just walked up to me and said, "You seem familiar." I think he's on to me, boys. How, though? I'm on my alt right now. How does he even know who I am? All right, I'll humor you. I'll humor you. Let me say, where do you know me from? He said, from Clouds? Oh, nah. I got a hop service. I don't even have this dude added. I don't even know who this guy is. How did he find me out? Let me go ahead and hop. I haven't used this account in like a year in my video, bro. How did he even remember that? Okay, boys, our best next move is gonna be trading this Buddha plus sound for like a mythical plus low tier ad. Buddha plus sound gives us 12.5 million value, but the Buddha is very often overpaid for, so I think we should be able to find something like a spirit in Blizzard. So let me type in chat, trading Buddha and sound for spirit and Blizzard. Let's see if we can make that happen. Also, after checking the spirit, it looks like the demand's only 7 out of 10. Maybe we could even go down to a Mammoth in Blizzard, and that's still a W either way. Let me sit in this trade table. Let's see if anyone joins the server. Okay, we have Christopher 32, whatever his name is. Let me put Buddha. Let me put sound. What do you got for this? Okay, he just jumped instantly. Guess he didn't want my offer. We got 2 trades left to make of the day, bros. We got to make the best of this. That said, though, we are making really good progress. We already have our first mythical, 2 decent legendaries. Still have 2 legendary holiday gifts left, and we haven't even used the mythical holiday gift. But we're back in 3rd city. Let me go ahead and send the trade in here. Maybe someone in here will have it. Anyone in this server got my offer I'm looking for? No? Okay, looks like we got a hop. Well, the next server I got an offer, but it's not exactly the offer I'm looking for. This guy's putting permanent ice shadow double magma. He's saying I can. What? Okay, he said I can and then jump. I don't understand what just happened there. I didn't even want that anyways. I don't even have permanent ice on this account, so that would just get instantly used up, and then I would literally just get an L trade. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. That guy had a leopard. Hold on. Let me say come back. I saw that guy had a leopard. I'm gonna pitch my offer. I'm gonna put T-Rex. I'm gonna put Buddha, and then I'm gonna put. He already has sound. What if I put both Buddhas? Damn, he doesn't have enough space for both Buddhas. T-Rex Buddha alone? Add dough? I don't have dough, bro. I'm sorry. I can't. I tried it. Yeah, I gotta respect the fact that I tried it. Oh, what the heck? Hold on. I just found someone that's actually has the Yeti fruit. Yo. Hold on. Let me see. Let me put my Buddha. He already has that sound. There's nothing else I can add. Well, I don't got anything else I can add. He's saying add right here. 2 trades that were just impossible for me to make this server. I'm trying to jump ahead and skip, but looks like I can't go to that level just yet. There's a pirate raid going on right now, but like low-key, there's like 5 dragons out here. Trying to get this thing would be a dream. Yeah, I couldn't get it. I think this guy right here got it. You got a spring? Yeah, that wasn't even worth it. Anyways, boys, finally, after a long time of searching, I was able to find Blizzard and Mammoth. This was the best thing I could actually find, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't find the Blizzard spirit. It's too big of a difference. This one is actually a really pretty fair trade, so this is what I'm taking. 3, 2, 1, and that's 4 out of 5. Thank you so much. No, thank you, my boy. Thank you. Like I said, not as crazy of a dub. You guys can see Buddha and Sound, 12.5 million. Mammoth, Blizzard, only 13 million. So we're talking about a 500,000 difference. And Blizzard and Mammoth both don't have good demand. Small dub, but we take those. Total we got now is Mammoth, T-Rex, Blizzard, and an extra Buddha. And I think what we could do with this is try to get to a leopard. Is it even possible, though? T-Rex, Mammoth, and Buddha put together has a value of 38 million. And if we go all the way over to leopard, let's see. Leopard's at 45. It's possible. We may have to add in our Blizzard. Blizzard puts it at 43, which makes it an even trade. I want to slide the Blizzard, hopefully try to do this. If we can make our way to a leopard on our second day of trading, that'll put us at almost halfway there to getting a Yeti. This random guy here in chat said trading Rumble. I'm offering him Blizzard. I'm hoping he accepts this. 3, 2, 1. No shot. He actually just accepted. Yo. I literally just joined this random server, boys. He's telling me thanks. Oh, no. Y'all see it all in chat, boys. Y'all see it all in chat. Someone said trading, please. Someone trading Rumble. I can't even believe it. He said my first trade. I feel terrible. I feel terrible. But you know what? Put that hold on that real quick. We have a Blox fruits right here, boys. We have a Blox fruit right here. Let's see what we end up getting for this notifier. Wait, where's it? Okay, hold on. I can't believe we just scammed that guy. He just said in chat, I just got the second seed. No. Well, we got a falcon here. You know what? To try to make up for it a little bit, I'm gonna give him this. Here you go, bro. Here you go. I know you just got the second seed and that was your first ever trade, but I'm sorry that was an L trade, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was my plan to end day 2. I low-key kind of scammed him. I knew what I was doing there, but this sets us up for day 3 at least. Hey, Calvin021, whatever your name is, bro. If you're watching this video, sincerely, I'm sorry for scamming you, man. Reach out to me. I'll give you a permanent to compensate. But that is all 5 of the trades for day 2. Let me see if I'm off gacha cooldown. Maybe we can get something decent. 25 minutes. Okay, I'm on cooldown for that, but I think it's time we open another legendary box just to see what we get. Maybe this could help us out for day 3, the start of day 3, depending on what we get from this. 3, 2, 1. We got a Rumble. What? Bro. I can't make this up, boys. I can't make this up. Luck is on my side today, bro. We still have yet to use the mythical holiday gift. I wonder what we could get from that. All right, perfect. We got ourselves a notifier over here. Looks like it's probably at graveyard. And it is another falcon. Really? 2 falcons for notifier after a row? All right, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I don't get anything good from this next gacha, I'm just about to straight up go to sleep, bro. Please give me motivation. Please. Yeah, I'm going to bed, bro. I'm going to bed. All right, we're now in day 3 of trading, and I think this one's gonna get us really close to our goal. Start this off with a gacha as always. Maybe this will get us something decent. Never mind, it's damn spring. All right, first things first, I'm gonna trade this T-Rex and Rumble up to a doe. Hold on, boys. I think I just found an interesting offer. I typed in chat, trading T-Rex and Mammoth for doe. This guy right here just put leopard here, so I don't know if he's actually about to accept this. I think we're about to get another crazy scam, boys. Hold on, 3, 2, 1. What the? Boys, I promise you, like, I know y'all gonna already comment scripted in the comment below. This guy right here, Lettuce, he's a complete random. 2.5 M in this server. I have no clue why he did that. Hold on, let me ask him. Let me say, why did you do that trade, Lettuce? He said, for him? For who? Who are you talking about? He's my friend. Who is your friend, bro? What? Brick? I really need to trade with him. Hey, can I trade you Bomb and Spring for something good? What? Hey, I am so confused right now, boys. I already know y'all spamming up scripted in the comments below. This can actually happen. Situations like this happen in public service where you run into someone who just genuinely doesn't know values, and I think that is what just happened. But hey, we got ourselves a leopard. I think our next step is going to be trying to trade this Rumble and Buddha up for something decent. Buddha has 10 out of 10 demand and is often overpaid for. Rumble is stable, but it does also have high demand. So I'm thinking we could trade it up to something like Venom Spirit and then maybe a small ad like Blizzard because we need to make some profits. So let me type in chat, trading Buddha and Rumble for Venom, Spirit, and Blizzard. It's a bit of an overpay on their part, but because Buddha has such high demand, I think we can make it work. This guy right here said all offer. Okay, bet. Let's see what you got. I'm gonna put my Buddha. Oh, he already has Buddha. I'm gonna put my Rumble. Oh, he already has Rumble. Okay, so that's just a dead in the water trade. He said anything for this Mammoth. Yeah, I got nothing for that, buddy. I'm sorry. All right, I just hopped to a brand new server right now. I didn't even type my offer, but I'm about to sit down and see what this guy has. His name's Cyborg _T-Mask. All right, let me put my Rumble. He already has Rumble. Okay, what about Buddha? Okay, he has literally everything I'm trying to offer. What about this guy, Jijito? Do you also have everything I'm trying to offer? Rumble, he has that. Buddha, damn, everybody just has what I'm trying to offer. All right, I'm sitting down with another guy right now. Looks like Venom Blizzard. Ooh, okay. Do you got Spirit? I'm putting my Rumble and Buddha here, bro. If you got Spirit, then we could make this trade happen. Oh, he jumped. We had half of what we're looking for, boys. We had half what we're looking for right there. Why is bro sending a bunch of mad emojis? Hey, but we almost found the offer we're looking for in our second server in. I think we could actually make this work. All right, we're sitting down with another random guy right now. I'm putting down my Rumble. Let's see what we get. Mammoth? No, I'm not doing that. That's worst demand. Blazer? Really? No, we're not doing this, bro. All right, boys, we finally found ourselves a trade. I had to use the Blox trading Discord to find this one, and it wasn't exactly the real offer we wanted to find, but we're doing Rumble and Buddha for T-Rex. Now, the reason I said this wasn't the exact offer we wanted to find, I wanted to make like big profits, and this is a good trade here, but we only have 1 fruit instead of getting the extra ads. But still, that's 2 out of 5 trades. Thank you, Kit Kat. Now we're up Leopard and T-Rex, but we only have 1 Rumble, which doesn't leave us much room to trade up. All right, now that we got that method taken care of, though, I think it's time to start using a method that we haven't used yet, and that is trading services. To put it simply, there's an entire market of players throughout Blox fruits that trade services in exchange for good fruits. And in our case, we're going to be carrying someone through raids in exchange for like a legendary
legendary or low tier mythical. And this should be pretty easy for us since I have the Buddha fruits and we got Dark Blaze. So there's no raid we shouldn't be able to get through. In my own Discord server, I have a chat called Raid Help Center. And in this chat, all types of players either promote or look for help. Like this guy here, looking for someone willing to help me awaken Dark Fruit. So my method now is basically just trying to find someone in this chat that needs services in exchange for giving up a fruit. Now, one of my close friends, Nutty, actually has his own professional service trade on Blox. So I messaged him saying, what prices do you usually charge for raid services? And he sent this. Depending on how many raids he's doing, like if he's doing 1 to 4 normal raids, he's going for high tier legendaries like Buddha or Rumble, or even low tier mythics like Shadow. Hey, those seem like fair prices to me, man. Let's see if we can find anybody. All right, boys, and just like that, we found a guy right here. His name is Axolotl278, and what he needs is 3 dough carries to finish awakening his dough. I'm not gonna follow Nutty's prices exactly because I think it's a bit much. So I'm gonna say, all right, for 3 dough carries, how does Buddha and Blizz sound? Sounds fair to me, man. They advanced raids. He said, yeah, all right, bet. All right, we're about to settle payment right now. Now, I spent a little bit of Robux to buy permanent spin, but this is just to get the trade out the way. I'm still gonna do the service. We got Buddha and Blizzard. All right, let's get this, boys. First raid carry. 3, 2, 1. Easy stonks. All right, now let me get this guy this raids. First raid about to be finished here. There we go. 2 more left. Now we got the second raid done, and now we got final raid there. Hopefully you enjoy your fully awakened dough, my boy. Let's go ahead up the next person. But while we're waiting for the next guy, let's go ahead and do a gacha real quick. Let's do a gacha. Let's see what we get. A rocket. Yep, not good. All right, we got our next person lined up. His name is Alex, and he needs 5 ice raids. So for that, I think I could get like a Venom, Spirit, or Mammoth. Something along the lines of that. All right, we're getting the trade out the way right now. He only ended up having control. That's fine because that's about the same value as Mammoth or Spirit anyways. Now they're easy stonks, boys. Now they're easy stonks. 3, 2, 1. All right, that's our 4th trade out the day. Let's get this guy's raids done. Here we go. First ice raid here. Got the 3rd one out the way now. And now the final raid finished. Pleasure doing business with you, Alex. Easy control fruit. Now we still have 1 more trade left of the day. And you know what? I'm gonna finish this off by doing another raid. That way it sets us up 100% to be able to get the Yeti by day 4. All right, boys, we got our 3rd and last final guy that needs a raid carry. His name's Alive, and he wants me to do 3 magma raids. And for those 3 magma raids, we're gonna exchange that for 1 Buddha fruit. So it seems perfectly fair to me. Let's get this trade. Final trade of the day. Perfectly gonna set us up for tomorrow. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, sir. He's saying thank you for real. Hey, no problem. 5 out of 5 trades of the day. Let's get these raids done. Tired of doing all these damn raids, bro. I'm glad this is the last damn one. All right, here we go. There you go. All 3 raids done alive. Enjoy your awakened magma. All right, now that we got that out the way, we're on trade cooldown, but I think we might as well open another legendary gift just to see what we get. I don't even know if we'll need to open the mythical gift throughout this video. We should be good with what we got right now. Yeah, we got a portal. Oh my god, yeah, we're set. We're set for tomorrow, bro. We're set for tomorrow. Look at this lineup for day 3, boys. Control, T-Rex, Blizzard, Rumble, Portal, 2 Buddhas. We're good. I don't even think we're gonna need to use this mythical gift. All right, boys, we're on the final trading day. I'm off cooldown. We're gonna start off with a gacha both on this alt and the other alt right here. Let me see what we end up getting. Oh, we got a diamond fruit. Okay, not bad. All right, let me pull out my phone now. Let me see what I get on this account. Okay. Oh, I actually got something decent for this. A Blizzard from this. Okay, I'll take that. I guess this account just goated for gachas this video, man. All right, let me pick that up. Easy Blizzard. Now let's get to trading. And boys, for this day, I've actually devised a perfect clear-cut plan to get our goal. The next few trades we're gonna make. First up, we're gonna trade our T-Rex and Buddha up to a doe. Then after that, we're gonna be looking to trade doe plus Rumble plus Buddha up to a leopard. Then we're gonna take the 2 leopards we have plus control for gas. Then the final trade of the video will be gas plus portal plus blizzard for Yeti. We 100% have everything we need to make these trades, and hopefully we won't have to bust out the mythical holiday gift. So first things first, it's time to find T-Rex and Buddha for dough. Not even gonna waste any time for this one since this is a 100% fair trade. We're just using the Blox Discord. All right, here we go. We got Velvet in the server. He's the guy that has the dough. Here he is here in the trade table. Let's get it. We got T-Rex, and he wanted me to change one of the Buddhas for portal, and he said he would accept. All right, we got it here. Let's get it. Dough out the way. 3, 2, 1, and this is step 1 of my ingenious plan done. Next step, we're gonna trade this doe, this Buddha, and this Rumble up to a leopard. This one's actually a bit of an overpay. We got 47 million for all 3 of their fruits. All of them have really high demand too. Leopard's only 45 million, so this is a 100% fair trade. Ooh, this dude just sat down on the trade table. Maybe he's got that. Hold on. Let me put doe. Okay, we got Buddha. Okay, we got a Rumble. What you got for this, man? You got me a Leo? You got a Leo for me? He's got a leopard. Oh, first try. Yo, I just hopped in the server. If we can get this first try, this would be insane. Hopefully he does this because he knows this is an overpay trade. He has to know, bro. 3, 2, 1. Ah, he jumped, bro. Really? That's an overpay trade, bro. You're a 10.8 million bounty player. You should know that. That's an overpay trade. It's W for you. Like, bruh, like, I'm already overpaid. What more do you want, bro? And the last dude may have wasted our time and trolled us, but that's fine because we found another guy right here that has what we're looking for. Leopard for Doe, Rumble, and Buddha. Perfect. This is phase 2 of the plan, completely finished. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. 2 out of 5 trades. Thank you, Bob J. Thank you. Said W? Yes, sir. Now that we have both of these leopards, ladies and gentlemen, we have a straight route to Yeti. This trade here makes perfect sense. 2 leopards, Buddha control, comes out to 110 million value. Yeti's 105 million. We can make this right now and be done with this video. I put my trade in right here. 2 leopards, control Buddha. Let's see if we get any offer. While we're waiting for a message on the Discord, I'm also going to be typing in public chats just to see if we can find a trade in public servers. Someone says, I want to trade. I got the Yeti fruit. One can only hope he's not trolling. Here he is here. The moment of truth, boys. The moment of truth. This could be either our last trade or we just have to look for more. Here he is. He's a 17.8 million body player. Sheesh. All right, hold on. Let's get it. Leo, control, and then Buddha. Yes, sir. All right. Yeti. He actually has it. He's not trolling. He is going to have to add just some trash fruits, bro, to get this trade accepted. Add like, I don't know, like another spider or something. There you go. Perfect, boys. We finally have it. 4 days worth of trading, boys. I hope he doesn't jump. 3, 2, 1. Sir. Yeah, finally.